for breakfast, you don't have gills anymore. We went to go visit the Duke, now the King. He tells us his package, right? We're gonna go get the package for Lorna that she's missing. He tells us the package is in a hut to the south. We take a boat over because we're like, no water. We walk down the path, we see a dying large tree, we go to investigate. I go to investigate.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me.
Everyone else is like, let's not investigate. Yes. Especially like, let's not do that.
This is one path.
She was rolling
time.
It was a mix.
Cal was also.
I have to roll for chaos. Like,
she kept rolling for whether or not her character would do something.
Your poor character development over this.
Like, above 10, she's smart and is like a human being. And then below 10, she reverts to animalistic tendencies. So she went to investigate. Talon was like, absolutely not, and tackled her and won the strength contest.
Well then, which was impressive against Barbarian. Well, Barbarian.
Yeah. A 7-foot dragonborn barbarian and this puny
human
tackled her.
Is that normal pants now?
No, let it
That's right. Yeah. So then, while Drana is face first in the mud, she notices mushrooms across the path, and she starts to hear a faint flute and feels really extreme sadness and depression. So they're like, okay, let's go investigate that a little bit, just a little bit.
That's
a treat.
I don't think that can come from that, right?
We didn't find anything. Nothing.
Just sadness.
She kept being like, I investigate this mushroom right in front of me. I was like, the noise is coming from further on in the groves of
we're not
mushrooms.
going.
And she was like, I investigate this mushroom right in front of me. I was like, okay, you're not finding anything from that mushroom, but the noise is coming from with that investigation check. You can tell that the noise is coming from further in. And she's like, I investigate this other mushroom. And Tom was like, I eat a mushroom right in front of me. And that's your version of, we didn't find anything.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't find anything. So, these mushrooms were right next to the first hut, so we went into the first hut, right? We knocked, no one answers. We went in, we found a chest with no markings, so we left it. Like, that's not the one we're looking for. We go to the second, we walk over to the second house. We hear faint screaming, and we're like, yes, we will go. There were no windows, so we couldn't peek in or anything, so we just went in. And we found, Drana went in first and found a giant toad with 2 bullywug's legs sticking out of its mouth. And the muffled screaming is coming from it. Yeah. So we rush in and initiate combat. The guy, he gets spit out. He's a frog knight. He says the toad is the king's steed, so don't kill it. It ends up swallowing Drana, and so Drana cuts it in half from the inside out.
Oh.
So then she skins it.
Before that, they were attempting to not kill it.
Right,
yes,
but then it was like, it swallowed me.
Because the bullywug was like, this is the king's steed, you can't kill it.
I just
Your
wanted
king
to
is
leave
dead,
the second I saw the 2 legs.
Yeah. Just close the door. Just close the door and back out.
After we killed it, the guard was like, oh my god, it's the king's steed, how could you? We were like, well, your king is dead. There's a new king now.
Right.
So the mount was the old king.
And we're cool with him, so.
Exactly. Then, a now skinless toad comes back to life
Oh, God.
and attacks Amphere, and Talon kills it.
Good job.
And then...
Which is like, I think the second thing only killed in this game. Or maybe being the Frog King, if I didn't kill him, then it's the first thing I killed.
And of course, it attacked you with its tongue, it like whacked.
Yeah.
And so then when it died, its tongue was laying on, so Drana cut off its tongue.
Souvenirs left.
As
Made
one
a
does.
star
Really
photo.
good day.
Yes. So then we saved the frog, the bullywug, so the rule of reciprocity says that he owes us. Drana demands that either he go and get them health potions, or he can be their slave.
That was her idea of equivalent exchange.
So he leaves to go get potions. We go to the third and final hut. There's a box. It's being guarded, so we go get it. We go back to Lorna's.
Wait, it's being guarded.
It's being guarded by like another bullywug, and we're like we're fetching it for the guy and giving it to Lorna, and he was like, oh okay.
And we're not supposed to open it.
Yeah, we're not supposed to open it, so we didn't.
Which was a big surprise to me. I was like, they're definitely gonna open it.
I think if we hadn't dealt with the toad, we probably would have.
It was hard.
I think Drona is not looking too hot health-wise.
Okay.
So we went fast traveled back to Lorna's, put the crate in her. She said, please put the crate in my workshop, which had awful taxidermy combo animals with like a
Frankenstein-esque.
Yeah.
They followed you.
Yes,
That was awesome.
as Drona was leaving the room, all their heads turned and watched her, and it was like,
And we shut the door hard.
we did. We shut the door and walked away.
Good night.
That was again like the moments of like what people were gonna do. I did not predict it correctly one time through the whole session. I was like, they're gonna see this tree, and I passed right by it, and John was like, I gotta go check out that tree. I was like, alright, if they get snagged by the mushrooms, they're gonna want to know what the music is and what's up with the mushrooms. We stay right on this path. Like, just everything,
We're trying to keep them on the path.
Y'all did!
Yeah.
So I thought for sure someone's gonna fuck with the taxidermy stuff. Nope, it was like, there was a lot of persuading. But the persuading worked, and that was surprising.
Yes.
Wow. Get me out of the room of Dr.
Great
Moreau so we can keep
leadership.
moving.
Y'all need my great leadership.
I mean, the king, you gotta listen to the king, right?
I love that, like, Talon is accidentally stepping in, like, he's claimed to be the leader from the beginning of this, but this last session he was actually stepping into it because he was like, what?
Like,
That
I'm
is what we call-
dying.
Yep.
No more.
I'd like to stop that. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Y'all were so funny.
I was looking over this before and I was like, wow. I remember that. Yeah.
Man.
So we talked to Lorna and we were like, hey, we're missing one of our party. You mind if we come back later? And she was like, there is no later.
There's no time.
Yeah.
And so we were like, cool, we'll be back now, and we left. And we went into
We'll be back now!
We'll see you yesterday, you crazy bitch. Coming back for our shit.
Slack-jawed.
yeah. So
In 3 weeks ago.
yeah,
alright?
yeah, 3 weeks ago. We got a short rest and we leveled up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You
I totally forgot to level up.
Wait.
So I haven't
No,
done that yet.
you guys
So I will be
leveled
doing
up.
that.
I apparently got fuck all, so.
No,
Is
you
that-
didn't level. You were sleeping.
Yes.
And then I came back.
What about when I wake up?
I meant to message you and-
leveled up.
I feel like a
yeah.
lot happened.
So you should do that.
There's no
While
time.
I will do
we're
that.
prepping. Inspiration for phenomenal
Hey.
recapping. Thank you so much. It's been so long. Inspiration for snacks.
Oh,
Thank you so much for bringing
Yay,
snacks.
Exploration.
Snackspiration is
Ooh,
the
I
best
love
kind of
that.
inspiration. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I think I have one. I have fidget toys for people to play with if they
Yeah.
want. Yay! I have one of those that's like a galaxy one. So there are fidget toys for people to play with.
I'm desperately trying to find a placeholder because y'all probably have seen me like picking at my skin over here, or like I
do that. I do the
pick
same.
at my
I know.
lips
Yeah.
or around, specifically my thumb. So like my thumb is currently healing. So I finally ordered. I saw it advertised on TikTok. It's called like Little Ouchies, and it's just like a really spiky like rod that you can hold, and like it gives you that pain stim,
Yeah.
that stimulation of pain, but it doesn't break your skin.
Let me know how it works for you
I
because
will.
I've been very intrigued in those. I have the same finger picking problem where I just like I'm bleeding and all my fingers hurt.
Yeah,
And now I'm
exactly.
like it's myself. I have no one to blame but myself.
Yep. It's like, don't look at my fingers. So I won't.
Normally good until softball season starts, and then I'm
It's
taking
painful.
leather moving around in hand, and it never gets worse.
Ooh, ouchie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'll get you.
Yeah.
Go back.
My thumb.
You are listening.
Okay.
This is my like. I would say like Christmas time, but it's spread out. Opening day is like my Hanukkah week.
I don't know.
So I'm I'm celebrating in small ways.
Aww. I would love to pick your brain at some point in time about why sports matters to you.
Why sports?
Why
Why
sports?
Why sports?
Why kickball for hours on end?
Why kickball?
Or hitball.
At why ball is in
Or
gaming.
hitball,
Why
yes.
throw
Well,
ball?
my son-in-law is pretty interesting about it.
Well-
Like, he's total nerd, plays Magic and all that shit, DMs, games and everything.
Sorry.
But also really likes baseball. And for him, there's like, there's the math aspect
Yes.
of it. There's it's baseball's pretty fucking nerdy.
Oh yeah,
Like-
it's like
Oh
hardcore.
yeah,
That's-
I know that
Discussed today.
sports are nerdy. It's
Well,
the
yeah.
smart people that don't know that
Well, I said
okay.
specifically baseball.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay.
really
Yeah.
heavy connection between like RPG players and baseball nerds.
Just show your
Really?
spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the spreadsheets I have are
They're really
awful.
pretty. They're color coded.
I would love to see your spreadsheets. You
Okay,
should do
hold
that as one of the
Oh yeah,
presentations.
presentation, yeah.
Well, it's part of my next one actually.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, we are due for another presentation night.
We are.
We gotta try to do one on a Saturday night.
Yeah, I'll make the next one. I put out a poll and people said that Saturday, more people, they said both, but more people said that Saturday worked for them
Yeah.
than Sunday.
As long as we do the occasional Sunday one.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like what people say,
And then what
and then there's
actually
what
works.
tangibly happens.
Yeah.
And the reason I've been doing Sunday is because weirdly, that's the one that people have shown up to more.
Oh, interesting.
And just like, I'm happy to do Saturday, but I feel like either people are like, Saturdays work better for me, but then they do other things on Saturday, which is totally fine. Or maybe, this is just total, like, reaching in the dark, because I have no idea the reasons. But like, maybe it's because Saturday is open, you do things earlier that day, and then you don't feel up to doing another thing that night.
I got that.
Whatever the case, I have noticed a discrepancy between like what people say
Right.
their openness is and then what it actually is, which is a interesting thing to navigate around.
For sure.
Okay, so Olorin, you fall asleep and fall into a deep, deep dream. As you have been for the last several nights since your ride through the Mystery Mines. Always having some type of nightmare. Some that you remember and some that you don't. But waking up more exhausted than when you started. Instead of refreshed and replenished. You should have seen these guys attempt to wake you up and then give up on you so quickly. There was no concern. They like shook you and then they're like, well, he's not getting up. We're really bad at it.
I mean, they all knew I wasn't here. So
That's so true. But we had a guy, like, to give some, like, juxtaposition. Thank you so much for doing that. To give some juxtaposition, we had a guy in your same position who couldn't make a thing, a session, and was, like, lost in deep sleep. And we were, like, casting detect magic and read thoughts and, like, trying to figure, like,
you guys
In my defense, I
had a lot
was
there.
mad at
We'll
you
let
that
you
you left
sleep.
me in the queue. I didn't care that much about waking you up.
You're the reason he had gills.
And it helped us.
Side note, this is pretty spreadsheet.
oh my god!
Yeah.
Covers the amount of wins the player has produced.
A player?
Yes.
Oh my
At the
god.
player level and team
How many
level.
sheets he has
Over
in
average. Oh, this is one of the small
multiple
ones.
tabs.
This is the one that I got to load quickly.
That
Yeah.
is in depth
Oh yeah.
and very cool. Inspiration for refilling goals. I so appreciate it.
So,
Yeah. So
I
this
just added like, some exhaustion on, so.
Oh, you don't need to do that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Let's-
We
I don't like how
Oh
often
my
it
god,
was.
alright, fine. Let me take it back.
However exhausted you were, that's the level you're still at. Right?
Alright.
You find yourself on a boat.
In this dream.
On a ship. In this dream, yeah. Riding down a sparkling crystal river. And it's your ship. You feel a sense of familiarity and homecoming that you haven't felt in a long time. Make me a perception check.
Trying to choose wisely on the die here. Alright. That's 19.
19, very good. You glance around, noticing that the banks of the river are shrouded in a very familiar white cloudy fog that makes it impossible to see anything but the winding river going before you. Around you on the deck are the regular sort of accoutrement of your ship, crates and ropes stacked in places, rigging hanging around. Up near the bow is a centaur, who you recognize as Bramblepelt, standing with his...
Don't do it.
You're not in the dream.
Don't
I
say it.
just remember he's a satyr, not a centaur. She just
Wait, were you there on the day that you realized that you are not a centaur?
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
fucking
And then just
funny.
make things like, no, he's not a centaur. He's a goat person.
This other person is a
You were
centaur.
imagining a full horse.
Ravenfeld is,
the whole time.
he works with me, yeah.
So when he was like, I do my mirthful leap, he was imagining like a full horse,
Right.
full horse gallop like
Yeah.
over the obstacles, the hurdle horse.
Mine's more like a bunny jumping in the air and kicking
We
to
need
the
to find
side,
some
right?
mountainous ranges for you.
Right, to walk up. You should have probably been able to do that. Scale down that bridge, no problem. Just like, I'm just gonna walk down it like a mountain goat. You see Bramblepelt up at the front of the bow, arms crossed over his chest, looking out towards the path you're traversing and towards the winding way. What do you do?
In the dream, do I feel like I've been there or have been away? Because, in a dream you just know things.
Yeah,
And
I do.
I don't want to assume that I've, not seen Bramblepelt in a long time.
You feel like, that is a great question. You feel like you've been away,
Okay.
and hence the sensation of homecoming, right?
Okay.
Of
Yeah,
like
I don't know
that
if it was
you,
like we're all going
No.
home or if it's.
no, you feel the homecoming being on your ship, not necessarily in connection with where you're going. Where you're going is unknown to you. But yeah, it feels like returning, like you're back on your ship where you belong after so long away from it.
I look. So I see him there. As I look around, do I see anyone else?
Not currently.
And he's facing away from me. All right. I begin moving towards him, and I call out to him to get his attention.
He does not respond.
From where I'm at, let's say I'm, 10 feet away from him. Do I see that he's looking at anything?
He just seems to be looking out
Okay,
at
you just kind of watch where we're going.
towards where you're going. If you're 10 feet away, you hear him sort of murmuring to himself, deep voice, just as you remember, but he's looking off, sort of speaking quietly to himself, going, the same route for who knows how many days. Feels like months upon months, years upon years. You never get there. It's not coming back.
I move closer. What's going on?
He does not seem to notice you or respond.
I get closer and I reach to touch his arm.
You reach up and touch his arm, and he turns to you then, and his eyes have been removed from his head. There are only open, gaping sockets.
Great.
Great.
And as he turns at your touch, he seems to stare, at least in your direction, for whatever staring can be for him. And he says, "You've abandoned us for so long. Make me wisdom save."
Son of a bitch. Should have gone the other way. Alright. 17.
17? Okay. Do you say anything?
That's some creepy shit, dude. I mean, no, I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of stymied by the whole thing. I'm just like, creeped out and, I didn't leave you. I'm trying to, what happened?
As he turned to speak to you, and as you have taken him in and sort of responded, unnoticed by you, the clouds from the banks moved in and began sweeping
Makes sense.
over the ship. And they sweep over you and Bramblepelt until you can see nothing but the white fog. But you hear the plucking of lute strings somewhere in the mist.
Can I go towards that sound?
Make me a perception check.
Like in the dream, can I figure out where I'm going? 12.
12. Awesome. Okay. You move off in the general direction of it. There's nothing to gauge your distance off of.
Right.
There's nothing to go, well, it seems this far from that thing or anything like that. You're just moving in sort of a hotter, colder
Yeah.
dynamic, and even as you move, it seems to shift and move around you. After what seems like an interminably long time of wandering, you see a speck of something off in the distance that as you grow slowly closer and closer, you recognize as Alden, sitting on his pack, but otherwise there's nothing around, plucking a soft, melancholy tune on his lute strings.
What's the situation with his eyes?
He's turned away from you.
Son of a bitch. Of course he is.
What's the situation with his eyes, though? A good question. A great question to ask in general.
after that last little bit, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be creepy again. Great.
Good still be creepy.
Okay, I don't get as close this time. And I call out, Alden! Alden! Does it get anything from it?
The sounds of the lute sweep softly and sweetly around you. You remember Alden as a bright and merry guy who really liked to play joyous, piratey tunes for you guys as you had your adventures on your ship. And he sort of tilts his head as though he hears something, but then falls back in to his playing.
Shit.
How close are you?
I'm probably about 15 feet away.
Okay, that's... Yeah.
I'm not closing in on him because, again, kind of creeped out after the last little
As you get that close, as you get like around 15 feet, you can make out the lyrics to his song. And he liked to write ballads about your tales and your adventures as a group. And he is singing a soft, sad ballad about the disintegration of your crew. Not like a literal disintegration.
No, but the things have fallen apart.
Yeah, just making sure. Making sure we're on the same page, given the creepy factor.
Right. Literally,
Yeah, and then they turn into particles like
right,
Endgame.
Right, yeah. I'm really taken aback by what he's singing, and I'm kind of starting to break up over it, like, and as we get in closer, Alden, what has happened? Alden!
Make another perception check.
No, I'm just a 9.
As you get closer, well, how close are you now?
He's my friend and I'm worried. I mean, so I'm going to him. Like, I can't, like everything's going wrong and I'm trying to if I'm the captain, I gotta get to him and I gotta see what's going on. And so, I'm walking right to him and I reach out, for his shoulder.
As you reach out to touch him, you didn't notice until you did, but his skin is dry and cracked, like literally split, so dry that there are open, cracked wounds.
Harlequin looking.
Yeah, except flesh. So.
No, there's literally a thing like that.
What?
Don't look it up.
Okay. I might need to though.
You're not gonna be happy with me.
So literal people. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, cracked open and dried blood and beneath.
That mental image, it's not a good one. Oh.
His face looks sallow and shrunken, as though he's gone far, far too long without water. And he turns and looks at you and smiles. Says, "You came back. Where are we? I haven't known for so long."
I don't know either, but we'll figure it out together.
You never knew, did you? Make me wisdom save.
Fuck. Oh. Oh, fuck.
did you. His skin begins to peel off, to just fall away in cracked and dried out pieces, leaving him muscle and blood and veins beneath until he collapses fully into dust. And the dust moves up. It doesn't move like a wave, but it billows up and around you and fills your lungs and eyes until you can't see anything, and you're trying to swipe it away and to move forward and out of this fucking nightmare, and you feel your hands batting something aside.
Oh, no.
I don't know what you think is happening, but which turns out to be leaves. After a moment.
Alright.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
I thought it would be literal flying at me and I'm knocking it away.
And you're rushing to
now
it, and you find
looking
yourself.
forward to bumping into Ariel.
You find yourself amidst a dense cove of trees. And in front of you, you see a flitting, dim light moving and disappearing, flickering back and forth amongst the tree trunks.
I feel like this has got to be literal, just contextually. And so, I'm saying Olorin.
Yeah.
Sorry. This, I can't say that in character, but yeah. And I start calling out for her, and just, Liriel, it's me, I'm back.
Olorin, where are you?
I'm here.
I can't
Come to my voice.
find you. Where are you?
And I'm moving towards where I see her flickering kind of in and out.
The more you move toward it, it seems to remain the same distance away. It might be that she's moving further away from you, trying to find you.
Liriel, stay still. Stay where you are.
I can't find you.
Stay
I don't
where
know
you
where
are.
I am. You broke my string. I can't find you. Make a wisdom save.
Your string? Are you a puppeteer?
He was attached to
No,
her.
she's
It's the same way
we've been
They had a
attached
literal
for years.
thread.
Yeah.
That
Basically,
didn't
for
run off.
most of the time between the last Witchlight Carnival up till this one, she's been attached to me. She's been basically my safety net.
So you're the new Uriel.
Yeah, you weren't there for so she was with me right till I went through the mirror.
Really?
And I was with Jacob, but it got
Yeah.
cut.
All right.
Now I was stuck with this guy for a bit.
Yeah, so she's a pixie, and she's my first mate, and all this, and it's basically like my sister, like one of my best friends, and so she literally takes the ribbon off and hands it over, and I'm almost crying, literally almost crying. I'm fuck. All right, that is, did you say wisdom? 16.
The light keeps flickering and moving further and further away, and you're moving faster and faster and calling out and asking her to stop and wait, and she keeps lamenting but not getting any closer. And then after a moment, the light disappears, and you are surrounded by dense, dark wood. And then suddenly she's right in front of you. And she is a pale, dim imitation of herself. Instead of the bright, floral, shining pink that she was, she is like a wilted flower, and her eyes are sunken. And she says, I knew I shouldn't have let you go. There was... And as you reach out for her, she puts puts her little hands over her eyes and wails in such a high and shrieking sound that it pierces your ears. And as she wails, her mouth opens and opens and opens and opens until it expands so largely that it swallows you. And then you wake up.
Of course, then I wake up. Damn. Inspiration, like.
You have 1 point of exhaustion,
Yeah.
but your dreams are over. So whatever exhaustion you had before,
Okay.
add 1 to it. For the 1 wisdom save that you failed.
Oh boy. What level are you at now?
And you level up.
Woo! Level 2. I'm what?
And you level up.
Yay.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the most unenthused game to a level
I
up
just
ever.
went through a lot.
Yeah,
Wasn't
trauma
worth it.
grows. I don't like growing through trauma.
Right. Story of my life. Right?
So, you wake up in the middle of the day. It's clearly
You lazy
it's
fuck, get out of bed.
difficult to tell because it's always the same time here.
Yeah.
Right.
But you realize after, whenever you get up and sort of go out and see people moving about and there's no breakfast like there has been the last couple times you've woken up and none of your compatriots are around. What do you do?
Like I'm looking up the window. Boy, what day is this? It's Christmas Day, son.
You literally don't know.
Right.
Now is never and there is no time.
And we're at like the castle or whatever, right? That's like
You're in the Singing Palace.
Singing Palace. Okay.
The rest of y'all are in Lorna's
Yeah.
cottage, yes?
Although I think we just left to go back.
Mm-hmm. We had left to go take a short rest.
Because she had said,
yeah.
the person who I actually need to speak to is not here with you, and we said, we'll go get him.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Where did you take your short rest? Over at the Singing Palace?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then you would walk out and see them all chilling in
Okay.
sort of the general,
Okay.
foyer, not foyer, but like hall area
Sure.
where the table usually is, and they're all resting, and Draw is, cleaning whatever skins that she has recently
Frog
picked up.
skins.
The frog toad. She was covered in so much blood. Y'all got your health potions, right? Good. Okay.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Did we?
Yeah.
The little bullywug guy brought us back two lesser health potions.
Collectively correct.
Mhm.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I think Donna just shoved them both in her pack of holding.
Fair and valid.
It's like a well-organized filing cabinet in there.
So you guys are all chilling, taking your hour's rest, and Olorin comes walking out.
Hey, look!
You actually eating that is just perfect.
That's so good.
And I feel like that's what like a normal glass would look like in her hand.
Exactly. What did I miss?
You went a lot. But it's okay. We're gonna go back and talk to Lorna soon.
We delivered the crate. Seemed like the lesser of two evils. So your debt to Lorna should be paid, but we do need to get you in front of her and see what happens now.
Good, let's go get our sheets.
I don't have much shit. I'm good to go.
I meant like back from her.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't have my shit, so let's go get your shit.
Sounds good. We all.
Okay, y'all head back? Let's get this. Oh, good job, Clark. I was trying to hit full screen and I hit goodbye.
And yeah.
I have done that so many times.
I appreciate the solidarity. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do a full screen. Oh, wait a second. What's happening? This should be rotated. Give me a second.
That's okay, I'm trying to level up here.
Yeah. Give you a little bit of time.
I mean, it's gonna take me a second to find my build.
Level up.
Yes. In the process of leveling up, I remembered that I told you that I was thinking about changing Drana's backstory and came up with a very bare bones idea about who she is.
Ooh,
that
okay,
would
send it to me.
explain some of her proclivities.
Okay, I'm very excited. Did you send it to me already on the
No, I
Drana thread?
No, I will.
Please do. I want it. I want it. Yes, this should work better. Very nice. I don't remember what that's a quote from. I'm all up in my own space. Here we go.
Yay! There it is.
Yay! Oh, maybe I had done that on purpose. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm tracking you, Pastor Jay. My apologies. My apologies for the lack of trust. Pastor Jay always has my back. I should trust her more.
I have the opposite. Pastor is kind of a dick.
He does his best.
His best ain't great.
I really do though, like consistently. I'm like, Pastor Jay, that glorious bitch. She got my back.
She knew what was up.
She knew.
No, that said, Drunk Reed typically looks out for sober Reed.
Oh,
But
good
apart
job,
from
Drunk
that-
Reed.
Apart from that, not so great.
Proud of Drunk Reed for that.
Aren't we all?
That's usually the opposite. Yeah. Okay, let me cover what y'all would not have seen yet.
I was too busy looking at this, so I really didn't see it.
Noise.
We're
Noise.
good luck.
I have trust in my players that I probably shouldn't have. That I'm like, if they haven't seen it, they won't look.
At the very least, I'll pretend.
Yeah. It depends on the player though. Like, I love my big brother Casey, but he'll fucking look. He'll be like, what's this shit? What's this shit? He's my DM, was my first and is my longest DM, so he'd be giving me shit. So you guys are all in that room right there with
Yep, that one.
Lorna. Let me grab.
Sorry, what do you call her?
That's
Sorry,
Lorna.
With Lorna.
Lorna, her full name is
My
Beth.
bad.
Oh, okay.
Man, I worked so hard not to say that shit! Aww.
Why?
Because y'all don't know her full name.
No, we don't. We
You
only
know her as Slack-jawed Lorna.
Also, it's not like I'm gonna call her that.
Okay.
Listen,
What did you say?
respect.
Slack-jawed
It's
there.
not
It's
like
not
he's
I'm
gonna
gonna call her that.
Right.
Let's take a small break. I should have said that before setting up the map. Everyone can
Okay.
get snacks or go to the bathroom or whatever. I'm going to get a drink. Anyone is welcome to do that as well.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
This is gonna be. Should I go under?
Yeah. Whatever you're most comfortable with, I'm in.
Well,
I think going
I
over
don't
would be the best thing.
Yeah, probably. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Alright.
nice.
I'm gonna use
You
your
got it.
shoulder so I don't.
Yeah, use my shoulder as the artist.
There we go.
You
Alright.
also
Shots.
grab me a cupcake.
I got a be right back thing on the
There's
live,
chocolate
so
and vanilla
woot!
cupcakes.
Go ahead.
Woot us.
That's the deal. Careful, that is hooked. Yeah.
You want a lot of sprinkles or no sprinkles?
A lot. Let's go a lot.
Thank you.
y'all's backstories, are they like, I used to be a circus performer and I lost my favorite whip? Or are they more like, yes, I murder and rage and blood and guts and violence?
What if it's neither of those
Yeah.
options?
Which one is it closer to?
Closer to the first, I think.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
I'm like incapable of coming up with a backstory that's not blood and guts and violence.
I mean, I think that fits with you being a barbarian.
Tragic family stuff.
Yeah.
There's an up intro-esque story of brothers in there.
I'll tell you, because I'm changing it now, so it's not this anymore. But her initial backstory was that her village was attacked by a horde of, God, I don't remember what they're called, little demons.
Imps.
And yeah, imps. And they took her and her village captive and tortured them and used them as slaves. And then the devil took a liking to her, and she's had him like as a shadow in her peripherals this entire time. But I haven't been keeping that in mind with anything.
I would
so-
disagree. You're very chaotic, like a devil is there.
I wish my devil would notice me.
Yeah, you're upset. I don't want you anymore. You said, please do not come back.
Right.
Realizing he got the short end of the stick on that deal.
Reed, I didn't know you were catching quotes, and phenomenal work.
Got you.
He's trying to get inspiration.
I absolutely
Great
should.
rubbing over there.
Absolutely he should.
Right.
Okay, I should have asked before I just transported you guys back to Lorna's room. You come back up. Inspiration, my guy. Thank you.
Gracias.
So, you come back up through the bottom hatch again, and back through the pool room with the taxidermy. The taxidermy room was in the pool room.
Oh.
Like it was one of the side rooms that
Okay.
y'all hadn't gone into. Do you go anywhere, either on that level or on this level, before you go back to
Nope.
the den?
Straight up.
Well,
We do
Oh,
not need to.
Oh, no.
We do not need
No,
to.
we're already there.
no, yeah, she's smart. She's smart. This dice is rolling really high
This
today.
is, it's so funny. It's just
Who's
so
missing?
fucking funny.
Me?
Oh yeah, I've got you right here, girl. You and Anvir.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. I just felt like the gang was not.
Hearts
Is
in
this
the
one
dimensional
Lorna?
swirl.
The gang is not all here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Lorna.
Did you get him any?
Yeah, it's right there from the sword.
Anyone?
No.
No, but I have it set aside for him.
I thought that was the thing in the left hand was Dr. Philistine. That's why I was here.
Here, this can be Dr. Philistine.
Oh my
This
god.
little, just
I feel like if I pulled him out while we're talking to her, she would kill me.
Oh my gosh! Wait.
Like, what was this Naomi too?
When was the session where you got the physical representation?
We were
of
we were
Emily?
at a carnival. I think it was like 3 of us.
No, here.
No.
Oh.
It was like 2 or 3 ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure you were there for that. 'Cause that's
Let's go,
hilarious.
yes.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was
No,
the
that
first
was
one we
only
were all
all-
back in
yeah.
a while.
I feel like you got a hero point for that. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
for what?
For
Bringing
getting
the
the
physical
fucking puppet, man.
Yes! Oh my gosh! And it was absolutely deserved. 100%.
100%.
I regret nothing. We're doing that.
No, but that was not generous. That was
Yeah, no.
I think I'm the one that said you deserve a hero point for
And you were
that.
correct.
Yeah.
That was so great. I'm surprised you haven't brought that puppet back with you.
Listen, because I know y'all are thinking about it on your mind. It's when y'all just forget about it. Don't bring it
It's
up.
when he least
Also,
expected.
when we're not right in front of a hag who
Right.
can kill me.
Yeah.
Like right around Christmas time, you're gonna show up and be like, ha ha, motherfucker!
It's the anti-Joe Henry. Don't say his name and he appears.
Okay, so you guys return to the dilapidated house of Slack-jawed Lorna. This is not the correct. Thank you.
Nope, that is not.
This is not the correct.
This is
music
not
vibes.
Lorna's theme.
The music you had going for Olorin's Dream was fantastic.
I was really.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was proud of that. I thought that.
You should be proud of that whole thing, other than the way you made me feel. And even that, you should be proud of that.
Listen, don't give me backstory. I will use it against you.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
He was like, here's random characters that won't come into the plot. I was like, oh, you thought.
Now I'm giving you fodder, man. Like, I love that shit.
I love it, man. I know you do. That's why we do it. That's why we do it.
My favorite thing to do is to not give the DM anything except for bare bones, and then have them
Craft something.
come up with, because then I'm surprised and I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. It's so much better than anything I could ever come up with.
That's good to know. See, I love to know how my players want to interact, because like some people give you bare bones because they're like, I don't want to be the focus of attention. I don't like, this isn't what's fun for me. And then to your point, some people give you bare bones because it's like, I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
And some people don't like to be surprised by their own backstory because they're like, I would know that. You
No,
know what I
I'm
mean?
100% up on interpretation. Like, oh shit, my character may not have known that. Like, whoa.
Right, well, and
Is it
that's
like-
different. Like, my
Right.
character wouldn't have known that is different from, my character would know this, but I didn't. And
Oh,
that's
well,
exciting
that
for me.
too.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and then your uncle walks in, and like, your character would know that you had an uncle, but you didn't until that moment, and you're like, oh, yeah, exactly.
This what I lost? Did I just also lose a book that same day?
Yes.
So like some people really like that, and some people don't. So I appreciate it so much and love it when players let me know what it is that they enjoy, so that I can follow through on that. All of that said, here we are.
As the music gets real fucking obvious.
It's
Here we
fine.
go.
So you guys return. Everyone who wants to make me a perception check as you come back in this room.
Perception.
Sometimes people don't. They're like, my character wouldn't be looking around.
I think that's 13.
Okay.
Oh,
19.
16.
nat 20.
Oh, that's the most perceptive you've ever been.
I told you my
so
dice.
true.
My dice are rolling really hot today.
7.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see shit.
You're feeling
Are you
exhaustion.
rolling disadvantage as well
And you
because
cover
of
it.
your
Probably
exhaustion?
rolling.
No,
You have
you're
2
supposed
levels
to
of
be.
exhaustion right now?
Well, I
Okay.
did.
So with 2 levels,
I
yes.
need more
So with
skin.
2 levels of exhaustion, the first level is you roll at disadvantage for all your skill checks.
Okay.
And the second level, I think, is attacks. I'm double checking.
God.
Exhaustion's brutal.
Exhaustion is
How do I overcome exhaustion?
There are usually if you take a long rest, you get rested and you get 1 level back in exhaustion every time against exhaustion, I should say. There are also like lesser restoration restores you from exhaustion, so there are spells that do
Anyone
that.
I don't have that.
There are
Not
potions.
yet.
Listen, we know some folks who trade potions for pants.
No.
I can just
Oh,
hit you in the face.
Speaking of, make roll me a d4.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't
I
like
didn't, I
where
didn't
that,
get any worse.
I don't like where that
Oh,
includes.
so-
Speaking of,
Yeah, so level 1 disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2 is speed is halved.
Yeah,
So-
there's a reason that I never choose. I chose it the very first time I played D&D, the Frenzy Barbarian, and after that I was like,
You're like never because you didn't want to be exhausted.
because
Being
you get one
exhausted-
level of exhaustion every
is
time you
rough.
rage.
We had a guy
Yeah.
in my
So
other.
you're just like going mad.
Yeah.
That's what Pathfinder's like. You're exhausted every time after you rage for a period of time. And that's not a frenzy barbarian. It's just being a barbarian. In one of my other campaigns, a guy had a cursed Ioun stone of dexterity that he was using, and every day that he used it, he was
No.
getting more exhausted.
No.
The concept was like it's making your body really fast,
Yeah.
but it's also wearing it down.
Jesus.
And so he had several days of exhaustion
It's just some ferrochemical bullshit.
before. Yes, yes.
Physical bullshit.
The Sanderson reference. We love it. We love it. But he was like
Actually,
several levels of
60%.
exhaustion before they figured it out and stopped using it, and then it took him several days, which goes across several sessions in D&D before he was back to his regular self. It was hilarious.
Don't get greater restoration till level 5.
What about lesser restoration? You have that?
I got a 2.
A 2, okay. So as you guys come in, you're sort of taking in the lay of the land. For whatever reason, Drana is on her shit. She's like not looking at. She's like, I was thinking about going into other rooms, but I'm going to this one, so I'm really gonna get this one down.
I am going to have a 3-dimensional map, perfectly structured.
Perfectly structured. You guys see in this room. Reminder of sort of what is the lady who is in here is no longer in here. The Darkling Elder, who was here before, who was introduced as Charm. You do notice a cabinet shoved up against the wall on the left side as you enter the room. And Drana, you sort of like do a sweep across that cabinet. And it's one of those like glass paned cabinets where you can see the things inside of it. So you are able to see with your nat 20 that it is a potion cabinet. And that it is made of wood, still covered with bark and patches of moss. There is a lock in the middle of the right panel. Like grown over with moss. And the bottom shelf, with your quick nat 20 sweep, holds 3 magic potions with labels in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
No.
I do.
I speak like abyssal.
What was your
19.
19? If Drana, do you think that you would draw
Oh yeah,
her attention to it?
absolutely. I'd be like,
I realized
I speak
that
Elvish.
I just don't know if I want to tell you
I
because
basically-
you're going to steal it.
Drana and Olorin are basically walking next to each other, and Drana is able to sort of bring her attention over to it. Alara, you see that there is a potion labeled Shrink, a potion labeled Grow, and a potion labeled Vanish.
ooh.
Please
Drana, you
tell me the
see
Grow potion
the
is
top shelf of the cabinet has a stuffed cat. That's eyes seem to follow you as you move through the room.
Why does everything so many stuff things just...
I hate it.
I realize I speak under 4 foot, basically. Gnomish, dwarvish, halfling.
Yes! We love a short king who speaks with short king!
Apparently, we got a tight thing going on.
Yeah, okay. I like to reward nat 20s, but I don't think that you would have any reason to look down at the underneath the cabinet, so we're gonna leave that alone.
It's just like, I will smell the floorboards.
Someone said, take the potions! Ozempic, but make it magical.
Oh gosh.
Listen, the grow potion just needs to be
Also, you got commendations on your beautiful beard.
What?
Just someone commented
Oh, that's a
that
thing.
they love your beautiful
My adoring public.
Thank you. Do the queen. What's the queen wave from Princess Diaries? There it is. A cultural icon. Okay, so you guys settle back into this room with Lorna. She is still. I'm going to remind you.
Oh my god.
She is still sort of hanging up on, like, crouching on her seat, jaw hanging fully open.
Slack-jawed.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Zuriel had. I meant to mention that she had little flies flying around her.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I kind of figured it was an allusion to.
So jaw hanging down onto the floor. Oh, thank you for the roses. And eyes moving and watching you as you settle down. And she says, "So you have returned with the one who has a bargain he wants to make."
What was the bargain I wanted?
No, the allusion she is making is to the aspect that you guys have bartered for an audience.
Yes.
You have earned an audience with her by doing these chores, but that's what you have now.
Okay.
So you're now at an even playing field, and you want something from her.
Now we can get your lunch.
That's what
It's
she's.
abundantly clear to me now what we're doing.
I just love it.
Oh, it was so good.
She's just saying that you want something from her.
Yeah. So, Donna, now that we have done your chores and run your errands, is there any chance we could possibly get our things back that you rightly, exchanged?
You mean my things?
Yes, but the things that were at one time belong to us. Is there any chance now that we could possibly, in trade for the good work we did, could we please get our things back?
Oh, the trade was to sit before me alive, not to get your things back. You must offer something else if you want more.
Oh, wait. What about that? Oh, gosh, you gotta look at me. What about the handshake deal me and you did?
I forgot the handshake deal.
We shook hands that says if we get this done, this last task, you will let us talk to you.
Yes, that's what she's doing. She's
Yeah,
letting
no,
you talk.
me and you, no, personally.
Yes. You
I outplayed you, and I would like to give my personal time with you to that one right there.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing, honestly, I'm kind of scared. But I thought this may work. I don't want to do another task for this woman.
Right. Can I just give her the inspiration?
This one has ensured that you get your time to speak and make your case.
He's a good at just keep.
Because I tell her I'm a king, okay?
Oh, no! You started that shit! I wanted with it, alright?
Person, not her. She knows who we are.
Oh, shit.
I mean, not king. I don't know. I don't know where I come from, but
What do you think is worth giving in return for what you have lost?
Lorna, I'm lost. All this time. I don't know what I could possibly offer you to give back something so precious to me. I would ask that you would show some mercy. Give me something to work with here. Give me some way to get my direction back.
Her agape mouth sort of curls up at the edges in a strange open smile.
Great.
And
I haven't been creeped out enough in this session. Thanks.
and she says, "Well, I might be able to think of something worthwhile."
Consulting the Book of Shadows.
Man. Yep, okay. There is a portrait in my study. portrait, and I will give you. And one of her eyes shifts over towards the hallway.
No.
Oh. Son of a bitch, that's what that is. God. Oh, that's cool. Alright. I mean,
It only took so many sections.
We got there.
yeah, alright.
I kept being like, you feel a sense of familiarity and connection
It's
to this
basically
map.
fucking me in
It's
there,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's a map.
Yeah. That's a cool fucking map. What else I got here?
Did we also roll like a super low insight check on
Yes.
it?
I think so. I was like, maybe I'm like trying to help. I'm like, maybe an insight
And
check.
we just bombed it.
It's a map, you know, sometimes.
I'm the map. It's like Pandora. That's a pretty funny map. Great. So, you say take it back. Did this portrait belong to you at some point?
What concern is that of yours?
Fair question. I just asked that, knowing that you are just and fair, would you be willing to promise me that if I bring you this portrait, we will have a fair exchange, and I'll have my direction back?
And Ampere kind of pipes up from the back. It is also, we feel in both of our best interests to understand what danger we may be facing so that we may be prepared for it and all be able to be helped out by this.
Make me persuasion check at advantage.
That is double 11s, and I don't know what my charisma is, but I don't think it's great.
Don't sell yourself short there. You're pretty
It's a -1.
So it's
Really read too many books.
Yeah, are you able to use inspiration on advantage rolls? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
when you
We're
use
doing
inspiration,
it.
you re-roll it, and you re-roll it at advantage, because that's what the roll was.
Oh, score. Okay.
Same thing with disadvantage. If you roll a re-roll a
Yeah.
disadvantage roll.
Okay. 17.
17.
Which
That's
beats the
much
hell out
better
of
than
that
10.
one that would have been.
Hey. Okay. She considers you for a moment and says, "Fair enough. We three sisters be, and abide by the rule of three. So 3 pieces of information I will give you. The portrait you seek lies in Thither, in the hall of Lurch, where my sister resides.
Okay.
So you got that. Are you writing that down? I'm asking.
I also assumed.
Did you write that down?
I've never noticed so many things before.
Brown sniffing when I'm below the.
Trying to decipher Elvish or something. What did that character say? Loomlurch.
Her lair. A giant, hollowed out tree in the depths of the forest. And her eyes shift over to you two for a moment
Yeah.
before shifting back.
Lorna, Jonah has a question.
Can you repeat that?
I'm sorry, Lorna. I wasn't listening. Very important details. I was working on notes.
There it went. There it went.
This barbarian thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what you said is Loon Lurch is her sister's lair. It resides in Thither, and it is a large hollowed out tree in the center of a forest.
Okay, is that one bit of information, or is
That's
that
one. And she
okay.
holds up one overly long,
Yeah.
stretched out,
Of
froggy
course.
looking finger.
Right.
As one.
As you do.
As one does. Ow, ow, ow. I forgot we could have cool lighting going on.
Also, let's not forget that I did ask a question in that do you promise?
I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten. I will come back to it.
Yeah. Handshake deal. It's solid.
I don't need to shake
It worked with me.
I don't need to shake the hag's hand, okay?
Also, we're not calling her a hag. That person.
That was our
Any of us that says something. You wouldn't call this.
I'm doing everything I can to not get us in trouble here, alright? I'm being respectful as fuck in this thing.
Some of my lights are broken.
There's that one. That one's on.
Yeah, I can
I've
see that.
seen
And it's
some.
like different ones based on the color.
Oh, it comes all the way around. Okay. We're almost there.
Interesting.
Weird.
It must be broken. I attempted. I made an attempt.
Right.
Yeah. Attempt was made. It's all good.
An attempt was made. Interesting. It's doing wackadoodle shit.
Yeah, the taco seasoning.
Too much taco flavoring.
The
Overpowering.
back of my throat.
Interesting. Big sad for me. Okay. That said, yes, so she holds up one long finger. We'll wait for a second for
Okay.
you to come back.
Look for that second finger.
Yeah. This one.
Right. No, I worry that may be the case. That's going to be the fuck you bit of information. Okay, this is like probably too much table talk here, but like I'm worried that Lorna's sister, one of the three, also if we
I was worried about that too. I was like, how are you all related?
John is taken.
I know.
Multiple.
I'm also been wondering what her name is.
what I'm more worried about is if we take something from her.
I know, I'm also concerned about
Then we
that.
do it the old-fashioned
Like,
way.
what's her relationship
Kill her?
with them if
No.
we...
Yeah, well, we're not ready to fight a hag yet.
Is she
I was
turning
like,
us in with
We're just
a
gonna steal it.
vengeance?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
And
that's
also,
how I got in
there's
trouble
three
the
sisters
first
and there's three
time.
potions.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes doing this something again
Illegal.
gets you out of trouble.
I don't think that's how it works.
Think about it.
He said two wrongs make a right.
You'll
somehow.
know.
You know what I mean? Like,
If we steal it, who's gonna know?
She's gonna know. It's in her house. She probably sees it every day.
Yeah, okay. And we don't owe anything to her. She doesn't have anything with us. We can steal from her.
It's not like we're walking around changing all of our pictures of Jesus into Obi-Wan Kenobi or something.
Oh my god,
Like,
I would.
She probably liked
that really happened. Like you've seen those.
Yeah,
images?
or like
so
Nicolas
funny.
Cage
It's
being
so
put into like
great.
family
Like,
photos.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody went through and replaced pictures of Jesus in their mother's house with pictures of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
and
It's a pretty seamless
well, one of it was
change.
they like gifted it to her as a picture of Jesus,
Yeah.
And then it changed.
and she just was like, yes.
No,
No, I mean like
it
it was
It
Obi-Wan
was-
Kenobi, but she was like, here's a picture of Jesus,
Yeah.
and she was like, great,
Our Lord and Savior.
our Lord and Savior, you're our only hope.
Honestly, please.
What are your subclasses again? Remind me real quick.
Subclasses.
Yeah, your domain. Your class.
Subclasses.
See, I mean,
What
okay.
domain did you pick?
Anna's on one today. I love it.
I wanted to go with what I want, and I wanted to ask you about it, but you were busy. I didn't see the totem warrior path, which is what the health tank is, and so I just went with ancestral guardians because that's also like don't touch my teammates
Yeah.
type vibe.
Yeah.
So I just went with that one.
Well, I can put the totem on there for you. Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah, but I can go buy it. free pass. It's okay. Yeah, if something's not on there that you want to be on there, just let me know.
Okay.
I'm a little bit like maybe I shouldn't buy it for her because she never uses her character sheet, so maybe we should just pull it off of Wiki Doc. Like, why buy it if you like you don't?
I checked my character.
Okay. I stand corrected. And what domain did you pick?
Evocation.
Evocation. We love that.
Fireball is coming.
Yes.
I love Fireball.
Eventually.
So she holds up one finger for all of that. Second finger, she holds up. What'd she say then?
Yeah.
She says, "Dear Granny's portrait
What?
lies."
Wait.
Dear Granny.
What?
Portrait.
Oh. Okay. I was like, who's Dear Gramps?
Lies in a circular room in the heart of Loomlurch.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
That
Or-
makes sense.
It's strange enough, it's right by the kitchen door, right by the back there. You should grab it.
If you go into the back door, you just gotta.
I don't want to use our third information. But
You will see there a portrait of myself and my younger sister as well. But I want only the one of Granny.
Okay.
In
In
a
a
circular
circular
room in the
room.
heart of
In the heart.
In the center of Loomlurch.
Okay, lies in the circular room in the center of Louvre.
circular room in the center of Luxembourg.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
then she
This
raises
square
her
room.
a third finger and says, "To reach thither, you will need a guide. There is one here in Downfall who knows the way. Cannot recall his name, but he has a very interesting little head." And one of her eyes looks over towards her mantle place, where there is a large, what's it called? I'm thinking deer, but it's not deer.
Bust.
Fuck.
No, not deer, but, sorry, give me a second.
Anyways.
Give me...
Bear.
Give me...
No,
just
it's
I'm gonna throw out...
Raccoon. Possum. Possum.
The large possum.
Fish.
Ow.
Just hang on, it's cool. I keep throwing yes at you, but shut up. It's not helping.
I can't think of the fucking word.
Describe it.
Taxidermy.
Describe it.
Is it a deer? Is it a mammalian?
It's like a deer. It's an antlered head. I just can't think of it right now.
Moose. Elk.
Springbok?
Antelope.
Stag.
Stag.
But my
Deer.
bad. That's
That's a
I
deer.
know it
That's a
is.
male deer.
I was like, it was a specific word and I can't think of it.
Male deer.
Yeah, and you look over and see a stag skull mounted on her wall with a beautiful set of antlers.
So we're looking for an antler.
I don't think we pissed off any stab people, so.
I think she took his head.
Oh.
This is not the head he has any longer.
Have we met somebody that's had this?
Or
You
tiny
met
headed.
someone with a gourd for a head
We did.
who said that Lorna had taken his glorious stag
Oh,
Did-
yeah.
Did I insult him? Should I
Well,
do
it was
this? Check
a-
to
head.
see
Who
if
have you not
the,
insulted?
I was gonna say.
Was that the courier person?
Did you talk to them?
The courier that we ran into at the.
It was not the frog that you ran, the frog courier
Oh,
that
that's
you
right,
ran
that's
into
right.
at the
No,
inn.
me and him are good.
It was the little gourd-headed boy with the crab claws
Yeah.
that
Then
you
we
met
met
on the bridge.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Very, very beginning.
Oh,
we
you might not have been there.
moving from the house that was on fire to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
palace on the
Guys,
bridge.
Yeah.
I insulted him.
There was a small creature with blue crab claws and a gourd head that rattled when he moved. And he talked about how he couldn't go back home to Thither for shame for having lost his head. And someone was like, what did your head look like? And he was like, it was a glorious stag head. And everyone was like, the fuck?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. Let's keep going.
Yeah, so she says that
Alright.
that there is a scarecrow in Downfall that knows the way to Thither. Bring me Granny Nightshade's portrait, and I will return to you your lost thing.
Was
And
the-
she spits into her hand
Oh, so what are you gonna make me do? 'Cause I said I wasn't
I'll
going
do
to.
it. I'll do
and
it.
No,
reaches
it's fine.
out an extra long gangly arm to an extra long gangly hand.
Olorin does not want to be seen as rude and will reciprocate.
So it is done, and the promise is made.
Let's go.
Was that a
No, no, no.
scarecrow
Let's
one
go.
once we
Let's go.
ran into
Let's
our
go.
I think
We
Earth
got
saw
some
on our
potions
path
down
down?
here that might help us.
And I do also have a question for her.
Well, we got the crate.
Well, now I can't just wipe my
No,
hand
you
off.
saw
I
the
wish you'd asked me
scarecrow when you were
beforehand.
going
I didn't realize you were gonna do it right now.
to
Just
the
like
King's
discreetly,
Court.
just be like,
Got it.
And he's sort of been bobbing around Downfall.
it's really
Um,
humid in here.
She
I'm just more comfortable this way.
says, time does not move here, but it does in Thither. You have only 8 days. What deal is moved?
Oh!
Right.
So we should go, huh?
Yeah, we should go find that scarecrow.
I
It's,
just got one question.
He's going to be quick.
Is your Granny Nightshade, she's still with us, alive, I guess?
Yes, she lives.
Because I just realized personally that's my thing is like, I gotta look for Granny. And if it's, you know, someone's Granny, it's even worse.
mm-hmm.
Great. So glad. Guys, we should go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
As I was saying.
Let's get pumped up. Also, on an unrelated note, I will turn into a fish person tonight. So we do water. But other than that, we can do this.
The rolling fish person bit refuses to die.
Oh my
I love it so much.
So, yeah. So we
Yeah, let's go find that scarecrow. Let's go.
All right. So we go back to the town, the village, whatever.
Or wait, do we need to give the pumpkin head thing his head?
She
She
didn't give
didn't
it
give
to
it
us.
to us. She just
No.
But
went.
But
we
we said
check-
we couldn't go back to Thither without it.
Right.
Oh, so we need the head.
Yeah.
We do need the head.
I guess I can persuade her. Yeah, I don't want to talk to her either, but
We believe in you.
Go for it.
Lorna,
Fairly.
I just now also realized something. It may be better for our guide if he had his, say, original head back, or the skull of his original head. So, would you kindly please give it to us? Please?
Make me a persuasion check.
Let's roll high. Oh, you're rolling on there. Oh.
He always does.
I know.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I rolled a natural 20.
Let's
Hey.
go!
Hey.
I'm gonna talk shit next time. Maybe it'll work.
Head death. Head death. Like I said, this person, 8 days, head death.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
I fail to see why we are waiting.
For the head down. That was so glorious. She cocks her head at you and sort of slowly smiles. I like this one.
Ah, great.
Perhaps I ought to get your debt transferred to me.
Or, and better idea, just stop at the top of the head. Don't do that. And you can just be nice. And I will.
I think you would be grateful.
Speechless.
You would be grateful.
She gestures toward the stag head, and one of the lornlings that's holding on to her skitters off
About those.
and spider climb style, up the wall and grabs the head and brings it down to her, where she sets it on her lap and runs, sets it on her bent knees and runs her fingers over it. Of course, we can make an exchange. What do you offer?
I got a necklace that shows the phases of the moon.
Wow.
Of the moon, you say?
Yep.
Let me see.
I hand it to her.
She takes it and runs a finger around the edge. No one cast Identify on this or Detect Magic, right?
I mean, I have Detect Magic now,
Nope. Sure did.
and still not doing it.
I've had like 3 spell slots the entire campaign.
Oh, that's great.
I have not been using them on
After it gets
random shit we grab.
As a warlock, I get like 2
This is
spell
why
slots
I
for a while.
always I do take Detect Magic and Identify because you can cast them ritually.
Oh, I do have it as a ritual. Does that not
Yeah,
count
but, like,
the spell slots?
No, it doesn't. That's the point of ritual spells.
Oh, I have been doing this wrong the entire time.
So a ritual spell is like in
Really
order
bad
to not.
user.
A ritual spell is like in order not to take up a spell slot, you instead take time to do it ritualistically. You do your whole, I'm gonna make a pentagram or whatever, like my arcane symbols, whatever your setup is, and you take 10 minutes or however long it is to do the spell ritualistically so it doesn't take a spell slot.
Friends, now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah, so if you have Identify or Detect Magic, you can hold on to those and basically, I as my wizard, basically only cast those ritualistically so that I don't have to spend my spell slots on them, but so that I still get their benefit. I like get to the end of the night and I'm like, I'm gonna ritual cast, Identify, and identify all this shit.
Yeah.
The difficult thing with Identify is that it requires a pearl of 300 gold value.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
we don't have gold value here, really.
True, but like you can get a pearl that's worth 300 gold without
Right.
having to spend 300 gold on it.
Right.
You know what I
Problem
mean?
is we don't have much to trade at this point either.
You
Besides
have
the
so
shit that we
many
have
things.
to
You have so
identify.
many things to trade. You're just not getting creative enough. You traded your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I still have
Yeah,
my
this
name.
is
Dude, I traded
You
a
rolled your
wish.
D4, by the way.
It was a 2. I traded a wish for a pair of pants. Like, she
It'll do.
didn't say anything. That's like future Matthew's problem, so I don't really care.
Future map, you can worry about that. She says, yes, this will do nicely. And as she sort of holds it and it glimmers in the dim light, make me a perception check, Anthea.
Oh, wait.
Just so you're not disappointed, I hope it's low.
I think it's an 18.
Why would he be disappointed? It's my thing.
Because then
It's
you
either
could
an
have.
18 or a 19.
We'll all be disappointed, right? Because it's like, oh, that was really
It's
a
like we can
powerful
be
magical
disappointed
artifact,
together.
or
18.
Okay. I should have had you do an Arcana check.
That would be
Well, it's a little
significantly
too late.
better.
Okay. Do you want to do that same roll and add whatever your Arcana is?
Sure, that's
Okay.
23.
23. Okay.
It's a little better.
Wizard.
As she's holding it and it glimmers for a moment in the dim light, you see a flash of that face that you've seen a couple times. Once coming into Prismere, and I believe once in a dream, of that veiled skeleton face.
So, as part of a trade, how do you feel about a three-way trade? What else might I be able to offer now for this wonderful necklace you now have?
Only you know what it is you have to offer. I am pleased with this exchange.
I think the head. Go ahead.
He's like, I take the head while I can. I reach into this person's flask.
Right here, it's me.
As they're talking, you just see my head just like,
Right.
gonna take that. Also, I am gonna need information from her, so I gotta figure out something else to trade her.
I'm trying to think how I can get creative here because I don't have shit.
Give her a day. Like, just like one day in your life.
Well, there's no time.
Give her a song. Give her
No,
a
that's why I can
dance.
give up a
Give
day.
her.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, something.
He's
right?
like, I'm a bard. That's all I got. Songs and dances.
All right.
Then again, you can always go with
Oh yeah, you're a
override.
fucking
I'm
rogue.
a swashbuckler.
You're so-
Swashbuckling rogue.
What would
Sorry, in
what
my
would
other
she-
Wild Beyond the Witchlight, there's a satyr bard, and I get
Okay.
confused sometimes.
Because he's a centaur.
Memory?
Nope. He
Because
said
he's a centaur.
A performance?
I'm thinking.
Offer some stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Some stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I wish I could help you out, but all else I got is like toad breath.
I'm trying to get real creative here.
Yeah, this is hard. Like, what
It
does
has to be like
person-
something that
Right.
she would value, not just like, okay, here's something like.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate you thinking of that way. I had, in my first Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, the satyr bard, my brother, kept trying to trade things, but there were things that were clearly useless.
So this guy around
Like-
just like, here's
like-
all the cheese that I have.
Because like I only want to give things that are of no value to me, and it's like if they're of no value to you, then why would they be of value to anyone else?
Right.
He was
Been
like,
working for me.
He was like one breath from my lungs, and I was like, that is creative and also useless.
Well, I suppose the better question is what we've done a couple of tasks for you. What would you feel is, or we would be able to do on our trek out to get this portrait that would be equivalent in value? We would also be able to bring back.
You're asking for the
For something else that we would
the
be
phase
able
of
to
the
Another
moon
job
chain,
to
right?
do.
Or- sorry,
But,
what?
but
For
in
that.
exchange for the phases of the moon chain,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. She make me a persuasion check.
Okay. I did one earlier. 6.
Can I give him my inspiration? Or is it worth
Do you have
it?
guidance?
Did you lie and say you did?
Here, let me try talking to her. It worked last time.
I'll let you give him your inspiration if you want.
Take it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Oh boy. 8.
Okay, yeah.
It improved.
It did.
Not by a lot, but it improved.
It was a little inspiring.
Guidance is generally a great
Really,
thing to
yeah.
have. It's just one of those things that if you're not in combat, you can constantly be giving somebody a D4 to roll on something.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
She considers you with an overwide smile for a moment, and she
fair.
says, "No," and she slides
Nah, bro.
the pendant into the folds of her ragged cloth robe, and she says, "I think I'll keep this."
Out of character. Okay, so we don't have to kill this bitch when we come
Oh
out.
my god.
No. She has information I need, man.
Well, we get that first.
She knows you're gonna come and kill her, okay?
Well, no. Not
What?
necessarily. She knows that I want something that she now has,
Oh,
but that's about it.
Can
Well, we
defeat
can
her?
also grab valuable stuff when we're out there. I just don't have that much to offer right now.
That's not true. You have a lot. You're a great person.
So much to offer.
You're just not seeing your full potential.
You're just not believing and believe in yourself and what you have to offer the world, Anthea.
Be more like Talon. First thing you do, offer yourself. First thing they can say is no.
And I don't know if she's magical enough to just like take shit.
Yes, that's so good.
Like I know the trinket, bauble, and charm were able to just like, okay, that's mine now. I don't know if like I can just like offer her my ability to speak with small beasts or something. Like if that would be valuable to her,
I don't know.
maybe she
Give it
would
a
be
try,
able
man.
to do that.
You never know unless you try.
What?
Can you speak with small beasts?
Yeah.
What is the trait that gives you that ability?
It is. I think it's a.
It's about backstory.
It's a forest gnome thing.
What?
It's a forest gnome thing.
Oh,
You've gone
classic
Yeah,
forest gnome.
How badly would you like to interact with the small beasts around you, such as the flies you eat, and I feel like there could be some value of that.
Make me another persuasion roll. At advantage.
10. Okay, you two are getting the jail treatment.
Now I see why
How
I'm
about I
the
show
one
you
that
guys my
responds.
brother has a dice toilet? He has a dye toilet,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
he's
God.
like colored it with nastiness.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's
Incredible.
great and it's awful.
Yeah.
I have a little dice jail if you want the dice jail.
Oh, I also have one. It's somewhere in our back.
Fantastic. Okay. She considers for a moment and seems to really weigh that. But she says, unfortunately, I think that this pendant will be of more use to me than that. But thank you.
Okay.
So, time is of the essence, no?
Yes.
No.
Ah,
We'll see you in 2 days.
wait, what about the deer head?
I already
He
got it.
grabbed it. He traded it for the pendant.
Ah!
We're on it, John. Don't worry.
Don't worry, the head we have.
He's very trained
We're good there.
in everything.
Good luck, theories. Oh, if you tell my sister I sent you, I will skin you all when you return.
That doesn't sound great. Okay, so we're not gonna do that.
Whoa, wait. What? That wasn't part of the deal.
Would the potions
It's not a deal.
Okay, yeah, but fine. Why don't you want us to tell your sister that you sent us there?
I have some experience as a therapist. If you need some help.
I also have a therapist in my backpack.
Listen, how much is your sister not knowing worth to you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
He's learned something from being around. Talent method works every time.
You can always
I just
get
pictured Talon with the board as the dentist system, but it's the Talon system.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
I was thinking more like an infomercial, but yeah.
Oh, that too.
Oh, I'm not making a deal. I'm making a promise.
What I'm hearing is you're scared of your sister. I used to respect you, but now...
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I realize what I am saying completely.
Make me
Damn it.
a persuasion check.
This is also part of the town system.
Yes, it's talking shit.
Yeah, shit. Dude, Drona started
Fucking
grinding
around,
up
finding
to
out.
fucking shut him up, and then was like, wait a minute. This seems to work out sometimes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Is that imagine if I rolled a 5. Because I rolled a 19.
Oh my god!
It was originally 5.
Bro! Oh!
She looks
Talent
for a
method.
moment like
There's so much
she's
punching happening
weighing
over here.
whether
Oh my
to
God,
take
my butt
that
buckle on that.
as
That's
an
not cool.
insult or a joke.
I was kidding.
And after a tense moment in which several other Lornlings
I thought there were just
pop
2.
up around the room
Holy fuck.
from
Great.
places where you didn't realize they were resting. She says,
A funny one.
Yep. That's why I'm your favorite.
You let your patron know if he wants to do an exchange. I'd be most amenable to that idea.
I'm pretty sure he would, but every time I try to pray to him or call him, he does this funny little joke that we have where he shoots a fireball at me. Or, like the time he sent a goblin to stop me for 2 months. I became friends with that goblin and he killed him. I miss Gary. He had a family. But if I ever see him again,
the goblin.
if I ever see him again, I'll let him know.
Consider it. I could give you power just as well.
Oh. Sell your soul to the hag?
Be evil. I'm not saying no, but I'll think about it.
So,
Let's just see where this ends with these guys.
how about you think about it on the road, huh?
You got 8 days to think about it. That sounds
Yeah.
like a pretty good amount of time.
Goodbye, dearies.
Yeah. Goodbye. Let's get the fuck out. Like, for real.
Bye, Lorna.
All of the Lorna.
You've checked out the whole time. See ya. This is scary.
All of the Lornling's eyes follow you as you leave, and as you go, there are more and more
Of course there are.
gleaming out of the shadows
Yeah,
that
why
you
not?
hadn't seen
Why not?
before. Alright.
So we have to find a scarecrow first.
You do? You have to go
Yes.
find Clapperclaw.
What's his name?
Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw. Yeah.
Well, he was
Turn his head.
on the bridge the last time we saw him, so why don't we start there?
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Time
Wait,
doesn't change, so he's probably still there.
that bridge where we almost all died.
No, the other one.
The
Oh,
one after the fire.
yeah.
The
That was
friendlier bridge. Yeah. Once you keep that head, like, tucked away.
Maybe put it in Drana's bag.
fine. I don't want his head to touch that frog's tongue or any
Or
other.
any other shit that's in that
Yeah, that's
bag.
fair.
I gotta hold on to a
What
head.
do you take me for? Do you take me for some pack rat?
I take him for a
You
serial
are
killer.
weird.
I mean, you kinda...
We are organized in this bad boy. This may look like a sack, but inside we have a box for the tongue. It's labeled with frog tongue.
Oh my
And then we have
god.
a little box for what's his face's head neck slice. And
Agden
Like,
Lone Scarf.
yeah.
Agden's neck. Agden's chunk of neck.
Yeah.
I can just see it sitting in a video
Cervical
game
spine.
inventory spot.
Agden's
Where
neck
it's just
meat
like, this is not something I realized I could pick
the
up.
scarf.
Yes, yes.
wrapped around it like
Okay, you
a...
guys head back out. Do you check any
Like
other
a bacon
rooms or
wrap
anything
treat.
else as you leave?
absolutely not.
No, not at the moment.
We don't want to look at the map just to see like where
Well, that's why we're going to the
What
scarecrow.
the map on the wall,
The one that he had the
Oh.
familiarity with.
because it has like our two
The
sisters
dots.
pinpoint. So I'm just saying if there's like something on the way there that doesn't seem right, you can just look at it
I'm
through the map and be
not
prepared.
opposed to checking that out.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
on the way out.
So let's
That's
take a
not a
glance
bad
on the way
idea.
out. Yeah, good call.
Just don't look at that mirror.
I was gonna look in the mirror. I
Do
gotta
not look in the
at
fucking
this
mirror, alright?
Yeah.
You were gonna look in the mirror?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it hard.
We only have 8 days. Can you look at it when we come back?
Yeah, man.
We'll have a chance. We're coming back.
That's to say something bad's gonna happen.
Something's always gonna happen.
God.
Something's gonna happen,
not
but not
gonna be
necessarily something bad.
You have not been rolling well.
Okay, well, wait a minute. What good has happened when we've interacted with things in this fucking building?
I got told, bruh. I got a king killed, became part fish
In
person.
this building.
Oh, in this building, nothing.
I mean, us looking at the map across the hallway is gonna help us.
Oh, and that portrait of that one person working at the carnival. So
Okay, I mean, we got a little bit of information, but I don't feel super good about doing anything much
Also
else.
Y'all don't have to look in the mirror.
We also got stared at by creepy taxidermy animals.
Yeah.
but we're not going in that
Multiple.
room.
In different floors.
I don't
And
have
there's
to
still
do
the
anything with the
Lorna,
mirror. I
like-
just kind of want to look and
Which
see
that's what I
because
look at.
this little hallway seems to
Don't like
pertain
it.
to us at the moment.
I don't know, man.
Their
I just,
eyes, he looks like
I'm not ready to fight a mirror version of myself.
Well, no.
Right.
Only I'm gonna look in the mirror.
Part Mario.
Ampere is
sorry.
definitely looking in the mirror.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We're leaving you behind. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay, so a couple
I
of
can
you go
trust
to
that. I don't think Ampere can get that high.
Yeah.
See it in the mirror.
I thought it was a
I thought it was
full
like
length
a full length.
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
it
it was
is.
like a small mirror.
I thought it was full length.
Alright, but I'm not really in the
Just
mood to fight a
jumps.
shadow version of myself.
If you don't have a soul,
Okay, we
can you
got
have a shadow version?
Well, he
So,
looks in the mirror.
who goes to look at the map, and who goes to look at the mirror, and who does something else?
I look at the map
Map.
just to see.
Map.
and I'm
Mirror
gonna
on
look at the map, but now I'm feeling some shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
I
standing
kind of
back.
want to take it.
She's like, I don't know.
I'm standing back and keeping watch. I'm like,
Smart.
what's going on?
What are you looking for specifically?
She has two sisters.
Yeah.
I don't know on the map which one's which.
Nope.
So I guess I would just look on like
Are they
What?
both in Thither?
Unless they're unless you can see like the but unless
You
they're
see
labeled.
2 dots. You actually see outside of the dots that you guys recognized are you. 4 other dots. A green one right next to where you are. A pale red one off to the east. A pale blue one to the northwest. And a white glowing dot directly north.
Oh, that's my mama. Because I bet that's my mama.
There
Oh, right now I gotta clock that.
is, as noted before, all of the dots are moving, except in some way, whether small, little, shifts or movement. The one in the east is actually like moving across the eastern map
Okay.
at this moment.
Won't be her.
The one in the northwest is just moving in small ways. The one directly to the north is not moving at all. It is fully frozen in place. Yeah. Anybody wants to make me a history check about back when you were up on the Queen's Way looking out at the land around you? You never were. You never were. So it would be you 3.
13.
You said history?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 19.
There we go.
Good.
I'm not to the map yet, so.
Surprisingly, though you have lost your sense of direction, you remember this moment of standing up on the Queen's Way and looking out and seeing clouds rimming the edge of this land. To the east, you saw only cloud. To the northwest and to the north, there were a couple things that were high enough to peek out of the cloud bank. In the northwest, there was a mountain range, jagged and dark. And to the direct north...
Not welcoming is what you're saying.
Huh?
Not very welcoming.
I'm just describing the mountain range. And to the direct north, you could just make out the gleaming spires of a castle. You go to... You said something about whether or not you were going to take it.
I just said I want to, but I'm also very well aware that I can't. Like, I mean, it's killing me, but I don't know if that's going to transfer anything back to me. But I do, as I'm standing there looking at the map, I do run my fingers across it. And
in touching this thing, you feel a sense of relief and like something for just a moment has clicked back into place.
this is mean. You're a big mean.
To the left on the hallway, there is another door that you guys have not opened yet. To the
Yes.
right on the hallway, there is the oval mirror. You walk up to the mirror.
Don't do it.
Don't like that.
You look at it. You're sort of like inquisitive and curious looking at it. Your reflection matches your movements, but its face is fully blank and doesn't have any of the curiosity or interest that is actually in your expression.
Okay. Interesting. That's weird. Not helpful. So we're gonna keep moving along.
Are you glad you looked now?
Yeah. Yep. Don't have to worry about what was there.
Uh-huh.
You don't try to do anything?
nope. Don't see what I'm gonna do that's gonna help us here. So we're.
Now you're thinking about what's gonna help us?
Who's to say that mirror wouldn't have shown like, oh, here's the mirror of Loomlurch in this inner, so we can see what we're about to do.
Here's a mirror of helpfulness.
Right.
Look, it's magic shit. It's neither good nor bad. It just is magic, and we don't know what
Sometimes it's bad, alright?
Do you remember where we are?
Don't both sides this bullshit,
Context is
okay?
important.
Save the Republicans and the Democrats.
Does anyone else look
Because
at the
they're
mirror?
both bad, for the record. Alright.
That's true. Does anyone else look at the mirror?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Nah, the rest of them's got some goddamn sense, so.
Let that be Amphir's problem if he has to fight a mirror version of himself.
It's okay, he's pretty weak, I'm sure.
Oh, buddy.
Ouch.
Oh,
What did I say? Down the system.
Give me a hug, Reed.
I mean, physical combat, you weak, man.
No, it's,
Y'all can take
It's
him.
like a slap fight. No slap fight.
you would be
Salt of
so
hair.
surprised. You get in that same self trial and you get your ass handed to you by yourself.
That could be how it happens.
Someone's
so
playing a
often.
lot of Baldur's
I beat the shit out of myself in Baldur's Gate. I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I know exactly how to
Right.
do it. I think I would beat the shit out of myself in real life.
I think
You're like, you don't know what you're
too.
doing.
It's just spellcasters. If I'm a spellcaster, my spellcaster self kills me every time.
That's exactly the one that I find the most easy, because they never are as good at choosing the correct spell as I am.
Nope.
I'm like, I know exactly what spell will destroy you. You're over here casting silence on me like that's gonna do something.
To be fair, I was playing on tactician, so
Oh yeah, that
might
makes
have
a
made
big
a little bit of a
difference.
difference.
That makes a big difference.
But
I play
Astarians,
creative mode, so.
yeah, that's gonna be me when I try
Okay.
Honor mode. Oh,
Scared.
I didn't do it this time.
You didn't. You didn't do anything. You're great.
Sorry.
I know. That's why I said you didn't do it.
The fact that I've gone over this thing a couple times and haven't taken it out.
It's only ever Bagheera. Bagheera's the only one who knocks my shit down. Okay, so I put, what's it called? I put the Town of Downfall that you all leave back to the area. You have gone over most of it at this point, so you know the general layout.
yeah.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
It's nice to
It just said it's overheating. I'm like, there's nothing I can do about that.
This is where the scarecrow was.
Alright.
You guys head back toward that bridge. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Is that the bridge with all the heads?
Yes.
Oh.
Where I talked to
the
Jake
former
was like, I am not his
all the
wife.
heads are on us.
I am not
You're on
finished.
spike.
And they do talk to us.
Yeah.
Okay, already.
All the previous monarchs.
If you think they're annoying, they must be bad.
Oh yeah, that's where I came up with the famous I'm the king line because I hated all of them.
Yeah. And he is the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
What's
Like
this
glorious
Milky Way
thing.
galaxy?
Alright, so,
Well, like, it translates
is-
roughly to here. This is my area.
is he there when we go back?
Far away.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me a second. Come on, please
I mean,
the audio.
100% genuine or?
Let's say I'm
Hear me now?
Here is translated as far away.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
I don't know what to do about that.
Some might say.
There should only be one source of audio.
What?
Because my desktop audio is off.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see. Well, that's just gonna turn it off. Who knows?
Well, sometimes turning it off and turning it back on works.
Yeah.
That's gonna help here.
Let me know if that helped, guys. Otherwise, I'll try to figure something else out. This thing is never the same twice. Like, I do the same shit when it works, and then it doesn't work, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. It worked last time. Why wouldn't it work this time? Who knows?
Just turn on subtitles.
Okay, so you guys head back and find Clapperclaw, the scarecrow, sitting on the bridge, legs dangling and sort of kicking back and forth.
Well, yeah, and then they said that maybe they would come back, but I don't know. I just think that they've gotten really important now. That
Hey, clap it up.
That maybe
Clap it up.
Jabberjaw! You only met him once. So it's not rude, so.
So hello, friend. We're back, and we have a little arrangement we'd like to make with you.
arrangement. What's that?
So you're from Thither, right?
Yeah.
So
But I'm stuck here in this place. It's so gloomy and ugly.
Well, you're not gonna be stuck here for much longer.
Yeah. Because we got a surprise for you. We got a surprise for you. Trying to guess.
oh, tell it. Show him.
You're gonna take me to the material plane?
No, not that. Big surprise. You're not that important. We got
Remember this fucking business, and you just said you're not that important guy. Damn.
It's not that big. You're just getting his head back. It's not that big.
Oh, he's gonna be a party member now? You want him to come with us throughout the entire journey?
If we need
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
You don't want
We
it.
need him.
And right now we fucking do.
Exactly, but he's not like top tier important, but he's up there. B plus at best. I give him back his head.
Oh my god!
And all is forgiven.
Yep.
My Santa! My Santa!
So real quick, how did you lose your head?
He snatches it and rips off the gourd head, and there's just like an open scarecrow neck beneath that, and he settles it back on, and he's like, oh.
You're welcome.
And the stag's mouth moves now as he speaks.
Aww.
Isn't it glorious?
Sure it
It
is.
is pretty amazing.
So how did you lose your head again? Yeah.
They didn't bring down the move, man.
Right.
I mean,
You got this head back.
we know Victoria's not his strong suit.
What did you take it for?
Yes, why?
I went somewhere I wasn't supposed to.
Been there, done that.
Where was that?
Our house.
Did you
Believe
touch
me,
your
we
mirror?
don't want to go in there. It's nasty.
I was just. No, I didn't touch mirror.
Did you touch the mirror?
No.
Okay.
I was just
I'll
trying.
make sure I'm not gonna lose my head if I do later.
I was hoping to find a way to the material plane, or maybe somewhere that's just not Prismeer.
Well, I mean, us two kind of.
That's fair.
You could maybe.
I thought you came here on purpose.
We did, but eventually we're gonna have to go back.
Yeah. And
Kind of. We got here accidentally, but it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, accidentally on purpose.
Would you take me with you?
if we remember you, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes. Not
I
if. Yes.
Thither's not very nice anymore, so I'd like to find somewhere that's a little nicer.
Okay, but
we
Andrew reaches a hand out to one of his claws.
You guys are about to say
I
that.
picture this as like a small
Yes.
critter. Okay.
Yeah, he grabbed your hand with his large blue claw. It's just so gentle though, like he's trying. Are you like pulling him up? Or just shaking his hand?
Like pulling him up and to come along.
Okay. He bobbles up.
Tell him what we need.
Yeah, no.
Where are we going?
Just take it along
So
for
we
her.
need to
We have a job
Don't
that
worry
we
about
need
it.
to do. That we need your help. We need your help with the job. An easy, quick, in,
We'll
out.
reciprocity.
job.
We'll help us, and we'll try to
Yeah.
get you the material thing.
Well, we already gave him the head.
Yeah, you already
No,
gave me
no,
my head.
no.
We don't need to offer more.
We just need to do something real easy. We just need to sneak into Slack-jawed Lorna's without still a painting, and that's it. And you're gonna be our guy.
Just to get us
You
to
don't need to be
Thither.
complicit in the stealing of the wardrobe. You just need
No.
to get us there.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if we play our cards right, we won't have to steal anything.
Yeah, we're gonna get above board.
How are we gonna get this thing
Just
back?
can't let
Listen, we
Lord,
have about
Lord,
8 days to
Lord,
figure
Lord.
that out. Let's go.
Yeah, listen.
Best
Just
man on the journey is.
be our guide
Yeah, that's fair.
to another hag. And then, once you help us, we will take you back to the material.
I mean, to be fair, the end of the lane moves pretty quick. We can find out again.
That's true.
But it doesn't. That doesn't go to. It only gets stuck in
But it can take us to the edge of the
Yeah,
cloud.
it can make us float.
Wait, what?
To the edge of the cloud wall.
What can?
The
Out the end of the lane.
So, what's the fastest way to get to Thither?
Walk through the clouds. Or maybe by balloon.
Hey, we may have saved the balloon factory. We may have made some friends, question mark, with someone passionate about balloon. Put it down on the dock.
But also, do you really want to be?
Lorna always goes down her lily pad.
Oh, yes, but really bad is that one of them needs a transportation.
It's
Her
really,
lily pad is her transportation!
it's really fast. So that would probably be the fastest way.
But I feel like we don't want to set ourselves in a debt with her further, so
Whatever Cass is on today,
Right?
it's spectacular. 10 out of 10, we love it.
I'm not on anything except sleep! I got sleep! Sleep is all
Oh,
drug!
wait, man.
I was trying to, and it scared me.
In like a good way.
It needs some more.
So lily pad would probably be fastest. And the inn at the end of the lane is a good idea. That moves fast through the swamp. And then we would walk through the clouds. We could take the balloon. Well, there's a wall,
Good point!
but if you don't already, there's a wall of clouds. But if you don't already know the way through them, then it usually just turns you back around.
well, that's good. We have you then.
Yeah. Buddy.
I can take you through, but I need something else if you want me to bring you to Loon Lurch.
How about a nickname?
These people ask for everything.
I like my name.
Okay, Jabberjaw, what
I
do you
got
want?
a fork, I got some gemstones, I got some meat, I got some tongue, I got some
I mean, we are planning to take you to the material plane.
Yes.
That's what you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
If you would promise to take me to the material plane, then I
I pinky promise, but I don't think you have a pinky, so yes.
just have this cloth.
That's
We will take you to the material plane.
It's like the little part of the claw.
Okay, I don't really want to go back there, but if you'll take me to the material plane, then I guess it's worth it.
And I kneel down and I take you by the shoulders. If you can be brave for us, we'll owe you our lives and we'll get you to the material plane.
Okay. I can do that. I can be brave.
Wonderful. So we should get going, eh?
Okay. How do you want to get there? It's that way, and he points off to the east. So you guys are. Ooh, let me see if I have it.
We're way up northeast, right?
You are southwest. So, opposite.
It's probably just because I'm looking at it on
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
That
down
makes sense.
to Massachusetts.
You guys have seen a
Well,
lot
the blue is clearly land.
hither at this point, so I think it's okay to show you the map.
So what is it? Hither, Thither, and beyond?
Thither, and
Yawn.
Yawn.
Yeah.
Beyond was really close.
I do just make
That's probably where the yawn comes from. A little posture here, another posture over here.
There we go. Okay. That was really struggles. So if you look at this, sorry buddy, I couldn't, but you guys went to, this is the tower where you met, this is the Queensway where you started. This is the tower where you met Sir Calvar.
The first love of your life.
This is the inn at the end of the lane wandering around. This is Tommy Hill, where you met
Jingle jangle.
Yes.
The Britain's Tollway, where the
where you fought Agdon.
Yeah.
And
My
where
suitors.
you two showed up to the world. And then you made your way over here. So you're in the northwest, not southwest.
Okay.
So you made your way over here to Downfall. So northwest, northeast. He's coming off to the east here. So
well, we're gonna have to find another way. We're not going back to the
Well, you have a couple
Well,
of...
we
I do,
let them
but-
unionize because we killed their boss. So.
Yeah, but
They also seem to be fairly partial
but
to you.
the two who did keep it as slaves did
Go back.
escape.
So maybe we fly over them?
But they
Like
did-
in a
they-
balloon or
Didn't
something?
one of them die?
We let one of them go
I
because
saw one of them died.
we wanted to kill one of them, but you know.
The first one we ever had died.
yes.
Mhm.
One of them did die, and then you had two. And those two, one ran away, and the other one you let go.
Yeah.
And they invited me back to their place. So
Yeah, but they were also mean to whoever's ever living here.
Yeah, we also could fly above them, because, I mean, it's just
You
not
got your
above that.
bonded with the trees. So you thanked you.
It's up to you guys how you want to travel.
I mean, we're already here, let's check on the balloon.
I think, yeah. I don't want to steal a lily pad.
Well,
No.
it's basically between that and the inn at the end of the lane, and we can't
Yeah.
guarantee the inn at the end of the lane is going to be there.
So the balloon factory is
Balloon factory,
right?
Yeah.
It's like right there across the bridge.
Yeah, and we have the
Let's
king.
just, let's run
I mean,
around.
we're,
You
yeah,
guys
we're on the
remember
bridge
that when you
and-
needed the inn at the end of the lane last time, it showed up.
There.
Oh,
this is true.
oh so it's an
and
inner
over-
requirement. It's-
Yes,
Okay.
that is the vibes. And the innkeeper, Sue, said something towards that. Toward that.
Cool.
She said basically because it's stuck in Hither,
Mhm.
that it moves within the bounds of Hither to where it's most needed.
What was the lady's name that ran it?
Sue.
Sue, that's right.
It's the TSU,
Seven.
so Sue. It's just hard to say. It's not hard to say, it's just hard to recognize as what it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
we
more
have an
than
experience
it's-
with that. Let's do the inn at the end of the lane and have that show up and Uber us down.
And super astounding.
Hey! Frustration, give me your response. No, I'm saying.
And get us to the eastern edge of Hither.
Alright, fine. And then I will summon the end of the way. So it only comes when we need it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need you! House! End of the way!
House.
I am
End of the way.
summoning you! Right here, right now. Maybe it's like a thing. Someone punched you. Maybe it's like life
Oh,
situation.
it's when you're unconscious that it pops up.
Someone
I think that's just one of the options.
I think you're right.
I'm doing winding up like a fucking kid.
Okay, Popeye over here.
Let me punch someone and see if it comes.
You want to punch someone?
Right with the
Someone in the house, okay?
Andrew just kind of shuffles Clever Claw behind us.
I'm not gonna hear a guy, okay?
Clap Club like grabs on the back of his
We're
shirt.
bitchy, but okay.
He's very gentle. He's grabbing his
Don't
shirt.
bite your tongue, Talon.
Are you gonna hit him?
It's like, let's not hit him.
No one stops me.
Don't bite your tongue.
We don't need his.
Okay.
We do not need his patron fireballing him.
Do you guys want, is there anything you guys want to address in Downfall before you leave?
No, it's a lovely place. We have to go.
Guys, I wanna be like-
so.
Ask the king for any like gold or something. Just in case
I mean,
maybe.
if he has some pearls, that'd be pretty rad.
No one in
Nobody
this
can take
area
his
of
money
land
here.
likes
Okay, but
gold.
there are people
Yeah.
from the material planet down here.
We
They
can
still
get that
have.
later.
Do they?
Come across something.
Or do y'all want some items? Because y'all can't find anything to trade these days, and I'm the only one who's giving up things.
That's not true. You gave up his name. I
gave
gave
up
up
our
our
memory.
memory. Whatever you gave up.
Speaking
Not the
of,
necklace, because he wanted
as you
it.
guys head back to the Sinking Palace, you look off behind it where before the storm that had
Oh,
been
yeah.
roped into a balloon was, and it's gone.
Nah.
Okay. I was doing a luck roll for you whether they had a pearl or not.
So, does the inn show up for us?
How do you guys summon the inn?
Okay, so yelling's not working.
So he yells. Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuasion or performance. I will allow either.
And it's
16.
Okay. Go ahead.
And as?
Well, I was just saying, as you were doing that, I'm thinking how exhausted I am and how much I would then end up resting at the end because it felt safe and it felt like a good place to be. And
Make it an advantage. Make another roll. Take the high roll.
I mean, yeah, we was 16 off that.
It was 16.
Not dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Let's go.
Also,
Very
I was
nice.
just saying it because I'm gonna turn into a good person. I just want to root for myself.
I need
a
dragon
dragon
That's really what I was gonna do. Like, I need to tell.
You gonna sleep in water tonight?
I
What's
was
your
going
organization
later. I just realized I'm probably the only person who would have gotten what I just said.
I didn't even.
I said, get a Daryl Hannah this thing.
Oh,
Anybody get what I'm referencing here? She was in the movie Splash with Tom Hanks in it. She was a mermaid.
You should want like
okay, so I know Splash. I just don't know actor and actress names.
Okay, alright.
Like, I'm really bad.
You do know Splash though, that's good.
Yeah, I know Splash.
It's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's also, she got bigger, I think, for most people now from Kill Bill.
Oh,
yeah,
Girl.
I remember from that.
Okay, so after a moment of shouting and waiting, there is the sound of
Forgot they were like suction
a myriad of feet slopping through the muck of the swamp as the inn at the end of the lane, other than the horde of feet beneath it, looking very warm and welcoming, glowing from the inside, sloths its way back over to one of the islands that you're on, and settles down to where the stairs settle onto the island. And you see, not chained to it, but tied to it, is Wizzy the snail.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Snail.
Yeah, the fast snail.
Oh, hey, our buddy.
He survived.
He's not really the fastest way for us to get anywhere, but
No. Fast. Isn't he like
He's
your
fast
speed?
though, right?
He's super fast.
Yeah.
But he can only
He's
carry.
fast as fuck, yo.
And fuck, boys.
Also, introduce
He
a couple of
can only
things.
fast
Yeah.
carrying one person. The
Right.
more people you put on him, the slower he is.
Yeah.
E-bike.
So you guys go in. You're greeted by Sue, who is happy to see you all.
I walk up to Sue and I hug her.
Oh dearie, dear. I see that you're still tied to your friend. Things seem to be going well. Haven't lost your way too far.
No. Wondering if we could possibly have a room so you could get us to the edge of the clouds.
Of course.
Does your room have a bathtub?
Northeast.
It does if you need one.
I would like one. Okay.
And how will you be paying for your stay? Wait, remind me when you guys came through here the first time.
We said that we were going to take care of Lorna.
Okay,
Yeah.
then she would not ask you for pay at all. She says, I see that Hither still is as it was, but there's no particular, time frame on that reciprocity. Just whenever you get to it.
What will happen?
That means you actually have to go one.
Yes,
So
we
it's
will
higher
kill
than
Lorna.
level 3 when we do it.
Yeah.
Y'all did make a
I'll
promise.
give my deck.
You can break your promise. You
Okay.
have to keep your promise.
Again, not your necklace, it was mine. You just
Not anymore. You traded it.
Yeah, okay. And if you got it, I'm just gonna take it back.
No.
It's talent all right there, man. If you give somebody
That's
something
the
and they
right
die,
there.
you can legally take it back.
The talent system.
So if I kill him with
That's
a
why
fireball.
Dr. Plus time.
I'm
I'm prepared to take you to court. If you have a lawyer.
very well.
And you do know what it
I can represent myself.
So you
I'm
all
intelligent enough.
get a warm, hearty meal, and Sue sits down and asks for you to regale her with your comings and goings since since you left her last.
Soon we have stories for you, gal.
Oh, I love a good story. Does it end in Lorna's death?
Well, right
Not
now
yet.
it's
Still,
with
we're
us
still
here.
writing.
Okay. The
Brewing.
story is still going.
Yes.
It's
Work in
brewing.
progress.
That particular plot twist.
Playing the long game.
As she sits with you all, you feel the inn shift back to its feet and begin to move back towards the eastern side of the map. When Clapperclaw comes in with you all, and she goes, "Oh, who is this dear little one? You are a long way from home, aren't you?" And she pats him on his little skull head.
The stag head, right?
Yes, but it's a stag skull head.
Oh, okay.
It is, it's like a stag skull.
So when he talks, it's not the lips
No,
moving,
it's
it's
the
the skull
skull.
going.
It's this
Yeah,
way,
Exactly.
It's a hinge.
Yeah, it's not like a taxidermy stag head. It's a
Skull.
stag skull.
Yes.
Bakery bill,
And you guys, over the next day,
Thank you, man.
move your way off to the cloud perimeter.
And I assume we're taking a long rest as that day.
Yes.
And lose some exhaustion.
Yes, you would lose 1 point of exhaustion.
Then make a
You
roll.
went out only one.
I decided if
And that is 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
Already? No!
Alright, so one day gets to the edge of the clouds, probably a little bit longer to get there, so
And then we have to get back. We don't have right.
We can just ask, homeboy.
Oh boy.
unless there's a mirror there that we can just walk into and it'll set
Oh,
us right
boy.
out.
You didn't try that.
What should we ask him about how long it takes to get there?
It didn't seem necessary.
he doesn't know by
I
half.
just kept running and running and running through the woods until I found the cloud wall, and then I went through the cloud wall, and
How
now
far
I was
from?
here.
I thought we.
Yes, but from the cloud wall to Thither, where we're going to Loomrush, about how long?
I don't know, I was running really fast, and
Okay.
How long did it
Did,
take you?
I don't know.
Did the sun ever set while
That's
you
what I
were
was
running?
wondering for next.
Yes.
How many times?
Because time passes there. So
Is
wow.
it like
I don't know. That's a great
like
question.
Alaska where it's like
Is it-
daytime
yeah.
mostly here?
Is it like are we at the North Pole where it's just consistently bright all the time, or
It's always kind of setting, isn't it?
yeah? Is it? I
I
don't know. I've never been to Hither. Thither. We've been to Hither. That's where we are now. Thither. Yes.
They're in yarn.
This is better.
So how did you get to the club wall? I thought it turned you around if you didn't know where you were going.
I don't know.
But you know how to get to Loomrush, right?
I think so.
We'll take it. It's the best we got right now.
Great
Yeah,
guy.
it's
We believe in you.
Listen, Lorna said, she.
I think if I get back there, I'll kind of have to go back.
Okay.
Huh?
Just roll with it.
We can always come back and get it. We just have to get it to the material thing. It's all.
Well, once I'm in Thither, everything sort of moves to Loomrush.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Great.
yeah. I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, bruh.
We are on a new level of fucked.
Right. If I was high, I'm sure I would totally get that, but
I might be high. I don't get that.
Sue stops at the edge of the cloud and sort of looks at all of you and is like, "So why are we here? There's nothing in this area, really."
we need to go through.
Yep.
Through the clouds.
You can get to Thither.
We think so.
with our friends here, yes we can.
We know so.
Do you need something in Thither?
She looks at Clapperclaw and she goes,
Let's go to Thither. Oh, that explains a lot.
What?
Well, it's just that he's, you know.
No, I don't know. We've
What?
seen we've been a
You're
lot
gonna
of
say nice things about your friend.
He's, of course he's wonderful. He's wonderful. But, you know, he's a lost child.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm
I
sad.
don't know a lot about this, but I don't think it's good.
Oh.
So Thither is losing children.
Anyway, so is there anything that we can help you with while we're out there?
I would follow way back through the cloud walls if you find one.
Did you used to be able to go through the cloud?
They didn't used to be here at all.
So
You
we
told
clear
me
out the cloud wall that would.
I was in at the end of the lane with all around Prismere before. There was no hither and thither and beyond.
So
They
theoretically,
lived in the 3 different locations. It was all Prismere before.
and that's right. These sisters kind of changed that, didn't they?
Yes, we talked about this last time we were here. You told us that you were like, I want to go back on the cloud wall because the prisoner used to.
Exactly. It was one beautiful, lovely place. And it didn't look like this.
Did time pass?
Time passed before. Now it stays ever the same, gloomy under the same midday sky. Who knows what the other areas are like now?
Well, we're gonna find out and hopefully report back, and then let you find out yourself.
No.
Alright.
That sounds great.
I will be happy to see you again. The inn at the end of the lane is always here for you if it can reach you.
I do have a question before we leave. Are you familiar with Lorna's sisters at all?
The hourglass coming.
The hourglass coming.
Write that down.
Y'all can also take notes.
No, I know, I'm so
You
bad.
absolute bitches.
Having a note taker does not mean that you do not take notes. This is why I am this right here. Okay? Because I was like, earlier, I was like, I should probably take notes. And I was like, no, Cass got it. And I was like, I'll go ahead and get my notebook out. And then I forgot that this was even out. And I was like, you write that down. And I was right fucking past it, right? Like, this thing right here. With a pen stuck in
This
it.
is a pet peeve of mine. It's like the
I'm so
one
sorry.
oh, it's okay. It's the one thing
No, I usually do better.
because I'm the note taker in a lot of things that like the one negative to assigning a note taker is that people do sometimes be like, oh,
Right.
someone's taking notes, so I don't need to take any.
Right.
And she's not necessarily going to take the same notes that you are.
Right.
She's going to focus on different things, especially stuff that's not pertaining to your specific
Right.
like backstory, because she's worried about keeping a recap for next time.
Okay, wait, so what was that?
Last coven. Well, and I don't blame you because earlier Chad's like.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes we have time to do.
My brain is somewhere else.
Sorry.
Yes, it's my understanding that they've split the land into 3 amongst each other. I've been stuck in hither since that happened, so I don't know much about her sisters, but I know that they're out there.
Any idea as to why they might have split it?
Yeah, I think that's still considered a coven, so they work together at one point.
Coven expands its power through working in tandem, so they would have to, if they wanted to share the power amongst each other, give some sort of equal power to each member of the group, whether they liked that or not. It's necessary that the whole rise in order for the whole to benefit.
The soundtrack's killing with this right now. So
I know, I'm like obsessed with this music.
I'm like, I'm mesmerized.
Yeah.
Which sister is the one in Thither? Is that the younger sister or the older one?
Because she was her younger sister. You know what? I would imagine, because she said there was a picture of her grandmother, there was a picture of her and her younger sister. I'm assuming that this is probably the older sister we're going to deal with.
That's what she would have. What do you know about her?
That's only an assumption. I don't know, but.
Yeah, so I said that correctly.
Let me make a real quick.
DM win.
Huh?
DM win. I hate when I fuck up the story and I gotta retcon something or figure out another way.
Yeah. That was always true. Oh, that NPC didn't know what they were talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
Why did you trust him? I rolled that 20.
Yeah, but they know what they're talking about.
You didn't check.
Exactly. They know what they're talking
Just got
about.
lie information.
They have wrong information. They told you the truth as far as they know. She says, I haven't been to the other lands, so unfortunately I don't have much that I can give you. But they're whispered about here and there.
Some might say hither and
Indeed. And some call the one in the west Creeping Lynn.
Creepy Lynn?
Creeping.
Creepy.
Not anymore. Not Shallon has anything to say about it.
Listen,
Not done.
I can insult the sisters. I just can't insult their granny.
You're probably just as powerful as
Yeah, but they don't have my
Or
stuff, so I
almost
don't
as
care.
powerful.
Yeah, but they don't have my things, so I don't care about them.
Well,
And then I realized, unless you're listening right now, Lorna, which I do care about you, that was just a joke. Because I realized now that she got your friend mad.
She's referred to as the bitter end as well.
The west creeping Lynn is the bitter end.
Yes.
AKA.
The bitter end, great.
Bitchin' in. Got it.
Andrea, do you remember your riddle?
In bigger maze of mountain layer, something. But I got the mountains that were on the map. That's where it was going.
Do I have that written down? I don't think so.
That was like
In
the
Theater
order
Maze
of
Mountain
the
Lair,
cardinals.
answers you need wait for you there.
Yes.
Under shrouded face of a fickle friend, you may free yourself from the bitter end.
Oh, this bitch. Oh my god.
So we're gonna have to put a yawn after we deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
And she says, and the one in the east is mostly known as Granny or Granny Nightshade.
Wait, the one in the east is known as Granny Nightshade.
The one you're headed towards now.
We were headed towards Green Nightshade?
Yes. We're gonna steal Granny from Granny Nightshade.
A portrait of Granny is what you were asked for.
Right.
Oh,
But you said she's in the...
the young.
I thought we were going to her sister's house.
Yeah, no, their sister
The other
known as
sister is
Granny.
Granny.
What?
They have a granny, but one of the sisters is known as
No.
Granny.
No.
She asked you to go to her sister's house,
Right.
which is where you're going.
And that's
Her
it.
sister is known as... You are going to Granny's.
She has two sisters. The
It's
one
two sisters.
on this side is the bitter end. The one where we're going is Granny. Her name is, she's known as Granny.
That is her sister's name.
Oh.
Dude, I have this left.
Lorna's real.
What is the confusion?
Because I thought Lorna's grandmother.
No, she called her Granny.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
Because she's known as Granny.
so this is the older sister then, if she has a portrait of Granny, Lorna, and the younger sister.
Okay. Change the plan. Let's
So
not.
she's asking for a portrait of the sister that you're going to see.
Yes.
Oh.
Granny.
She said that there's a circular room with portraits of the three sisters, and she's asking for the portrait of her older sister from that
Specifically
room.
does not want her own picture or the younger sister's picture.
Just ask for the one
Just
Granny.
picture the two of them together.
She doesn't want that.
Wait.
Yeah.
So would this mean her being called Granny that she has what I need?
What's your
Well, we bitter end.
Damn.
See,
So she's not the bitter. Bitter is the other one. Gotcha.
Bitter end is the other one.
Gotcha. Now it's all coming together. Up
Talon's
here.
thing was be wise, take care, and count the cost, for Granny has the thing you lost.
Okay.
Damn it. Damn it. We got her over, then we gotta go back to her. Okay.
No.
To be fair,
We'll just try to get you
7 days.
we have 7 days to get back.
Alright.
She doesn't have to know that we robbed her.
Right. Right? I love this energy. You're giving it to me. We're a team. We can do this, alright? We're gonna get my thing back. We're gonna steal a portrait. We're gonna get your thing back. Then we're gonna go to the bitchin' and get your thing back. Then we're gonna go and get your thing back and your thing back. And then we're gonna get your plane. And be done with this bullshit.
I don't even know where my thing is located.
Go find it!
Go find it! Okay? Alright, come on. We got this team, whatever our name is. We didn't come up with a name, but we're a team.
Tied around my waist.
Please continue to hold this.
Thank you very much.
Right. Just prep work, man. It was so
As you guys approach the cloud wall with dear little Clapperclaw leading you, and he sort of bobs heavy-headed side to side as he walks. The clouds part, not fully vertically, just enough to make space for him. And he and he starts to walk through, and there is a lingering tunnel behind him as he makes his way through the battle.
Follow right in quickly behind.
Yep.
Yep, going right behind you.
Yep.
We're all holding hands.
I'm
We're all
gonna
like,
say
come to
"Go."
Everyone's holding hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get lost. Like, no, we're not.
What is your order?
I'm right behind Clever.
Okay.
You know
So
what
we've got the two shorties in the front.
What we could do,
Okay.
what we could do is you or I could be in the front, one of us,
Yeah.
and then we can hold on to the rope.
Yeah, everyone can just hold on to the rope between us.
That's true, because you have a long rope.
Yeah.
We do.
And,
You guys
and
can
nobody
hold
get
them.
lost off that way.
Heck yeah.
Fair point.
Yes.
I mean, that's my big
We
thought.
do.
Is
I also
nobody
should
get
not
lost
be
in
in the front as far as like us getting attacked. So,
You have to hold on
yeah,
to
you're
the
too
rope.
squishy.
Like,
yeah,
crap.
I'm real squishy.
Okay, so you be in front?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm you be in front.
Nah, I'll be in the back.
Alright, I'll be in front. I'll have
Holding on to
follow me.
Clapperclaw.
Yeah.
Bold move to make the guy with no sense of direction.
I'm
move
right
back.
I'm
behind.
following you
No,
guys.
we already said it. We already said it.
I-
Alright, so you're up front, you're holding on.
To the guy who knows where we're going.
Exactly.
Yep.
Listen, kids, you need to ask directions, don't ask you.
So you're holding on to the Clapperclaw, so we have Olorin, and then Amphere, holding on to the rope,
Yeah.
then Talon, holding on to the rope, then Alara, and then Drana, and the clouds close off behind you as you disappear into the thick mist. And that is where we will pick up next session.
Alright.
A lot happening.
You became a team, that's what happened.
That is, I feel like that just happened. I feel like y'all just became a real team. That was
We should
so
probably
good.
also learn about each other now.
Yeah.
You know, now that we're in this thing
Just
together.
talk while you're walking.
Now that we're in it together.
I mean, this, like, I don't know if you're joking, but, like,
Legitimately.
you just were finally talking about, like, oh, this person has my thing, and this person has my thing, and, like, and that would be a good opportunity to...
Yeah, because like every time we've been
Do you
able
remember
to
your
rest, we've
thing,
been.
though?
Mine is
And
for aid in your search, be swift and keen.
When first she wakes, leave the
like
first team.
sleep.
I have dropped this, but...
What is yours?
For aid in your search, be swift, be keen. When first she wakes, be thief.
In fact, I dropped a heavy hint this
First?
session.
You said when first he wakes?
When first she
She.
wakes.
First she wakes, who was sleeping?
Mother?
The doll that's standing still.
what?
Remember on the map there was Lorna, there was those two dots that were moving, and there was one that was in the north that was totally still.
That was so exciting.
I also realized during this that I may be one of those lost children. Because that scarecrow's a lost child.
Yeah.
I think I was a lost child.
Why do you think you're a lost child?
Did
'Cause
you
I have no memory
come
of
from
myself.
Thither?
I have no memory.
Who's to say?
No one knows. This is oh wait, have you told her that?
Nope.
I
Let's not discuss our personal life.
We
have been good friends.
Obviously, and then
He's not a character.
think the person's name is Tom.
the whole thing about the lost things being an item, that is something that I homebrewed into this. I think that that's way being like a physical item, being something that she took and formed into a physical item, like your sense of direction, it has been made into this map. That's something that's not part of the setup. I just
That's Mr. Stewart's noggin, huh? Gotcha.
The twist with that is that you could, when you get to your lost thing, choose to take it back or choose to keep the item.
Take it back or keep the item.
As in, like, take it back into yourself
Right.
and get the thing lost back, or have the physical item and whatever it does.
Like that map is only super helpful if we get it, but also avoided no issues.
Exactly.